MaxSpeed TV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action, racing under the sun. MaxSpeed TV, where the fun's never done. More legends, more than that comes alive. MaxSpeed TV, where the racers thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Oh, MaxSpeed TV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action, racing under the sun. MaxSpeed TV, where the fun's never done. Drivers chase the checkered dream. Adrenaline flows like a rushing stream. The track's a stage, the crowd's a song. Every lap keeps pulling you along. Oh, MaxSpeed TV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action, racing under the sun. MaxSpeed TV, where the fun's never done. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights of fierce delight. Chat's alive like a racing heart. Here's the place where legends start. MaxSpeed TV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action, racing under the sun. MaxSpeed TV, where the fun's never done. proudly we hail, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the brave, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, gave way for the land of the brave, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeed TV.
Welcome back, race fans. It is Saturday night here on MaxSpeed TV. Fall Brawl II Championship finale. Your top four drivers going to be battling out at this foggy Daytona track tonight for the gold, for the title, for the championship. Guys, Steve Lane up in the booth. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to have an exciting race tonight. Got a few announcements to make as well. But, well, guys, we have got our top four. Andrew Szanto, Anthony English, Josh Ball, and James Maier all rip-raring to go. And hopefully we're going to have a great show tonight. Yes, we went live a little bit early. Well, that's so we can kind of talk to our top four drivers here. And we're going to go ahead and start that real quick as we get ready to go. We're going to go ahead and bring our first top four driver in. Josh Ball, Steve up in the booth. You got a copy on me there, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey man, well, big things tonight, man. A lot of pressure on you guys. Is the championship race? The top four drivers, you and battling out with Andrew and Anthony and James. I'm sure you guys were talking a little bit strategy up there with some of your teammates. Not to delve too deep into what you guys were talking about, but what are you going to have to do, and how important is it for you to be in this position at the end of this little mini series?
Yeah, it's good to be up here and being able to try to fight for the mini season championship. Obviously the teammates helped out at the beginning of the season, and I've been trying to help them. And unfortunately, we were the only one to make the final four. But yeah, I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, we weren't really talking strategy at all. We were just talking about the F1 race at Vegas and other stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, no, it's going to be it'll be interesting. It's 100 laps. It's more like a Monday night versus a Saturday. So I'm not sure. That was one thing we had briefly talked about. Either do you just stay up front or do you run in the back? So it seems like there's pros and cons to both. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just see how it starts out, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I don't know if you've had any time to get out on the track yet, but this is a fairly decent car on the super speedways. They seem to draft real well. I mean, we ran these cars before. It's kind of it's the next series below the next gen cars, but they seem to do well. And we haven't really looked at the pre-race, but I'm gonna pop this up to see what our temperatures are looking like. 68-degree air and a 73-degree track temp out there. So not too bad conditions as far as overheating is concerned.
Yeah, so that should give a decent amount of pushing and stuff like that. I haven't even loaded into the session, and I don't even know what car we're using. Anthony just told me to get on early, so I got on, but I'm currently just sitting here waiting, or about to load up the iRacing here in a couple of minutes. So
Well,
I guess, what is it, the Xfinity car or the Gen 6? Or what?
Gen 6. Gen 6.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that should be, yeah, like you said, a good, decent car to push around. And yeah, if it's cool, then, it should provide some good racing. And yeah, should be good for everybody that's watching at least.
Well, Josh, buddy, always a pleasure to talk to you, my friend. Awesome job on the season. On the mini season and getting to where you're at. I know you had a couple of wins there through the regular season, but you got to battle these other four guys, and well, they're just not going to lay down for you.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, definitely a couple hard races out there. Anthony's been winning a whole lot last season and this season, and Jimzo is top-notch driver. So Szanto's had a great playoff. So yeah, it won't be easy, but should be fun either way.
All right, Josh. We'll go get you some practice in, buddy. And good luck and congratulations on a great little mini season here.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and talk to one of our other top four here tonight. Andrew Szanto, buddy. Steve up in the booth, man. Awesome job on getting into the finale and the final four here tonight. We were talking to Josh a little bit. Well, it's not going to be easy, but these cars do run real well. They do good in the draft and with the bump drafts. So, what are you expecting tonight? And, what do you got to do to survive?
Well, wow. First off, it's great to be here. Championship 4, first time ever in my iRacing career, I guess you can say, that I'm in a championship 4, running for a championship. And I've been on iRacing for almost a full 10 years, so it's a great opportunity. I love every second of it that I've been in iRacing. But for the race tonight, I feel it's going to be more compact. There's no fast repair. It's going to be 100 laps. I think we're going to get a lot of green flag pit stops in, and I think if depending on how many people show up, I mean, we still got almost another 13 more minutes. Um, if it's like around 20 people, maybe under 25 people, I think it's going to be green flag pit stop, maybe all the way throughout, maybe 2 cautions. If it's going to be more, we may have like another caution early, but there's definitely going to be a lot of green flag pit stops going on, and it's just executing these pit stops. No speeding, not getting into anybody, getting clean on, getting cleared off. Make sure no tires are tracked. Make sure that you get off pit road fine. No speeding. Don't go over the double yellow line. Stay with the group of people that you're in if you can. And yeah.
Well, we were talking a little bit to Josh about these cars. I see, you've been out there on the track a little bit. The track temperature and the air temperature both are really good shape right now for practice. But, we all know that can change going into, the qualifying to the race. But these cars really do, they bump draft well. They handle the bump in the bump draft well. They draft very well. But, man, it's just like any other car. You lose the draft, you're falling back.
Yeah. I mean, I love these cars because, they're almost like the next gens. I think less than like a superior run that the next gens have. But still easy enough to fall out of the pack. But also, like, one of the reasons why I voted for this car is because I have a very special paint scheme. It's my fire department that I work at. I'm running that paint scheme, and so right now everything's like lining up in the stars. So I mean, hopefully I can get to the end and at least make a run for the championship. Beat I think who it is, English, Maier, 2 teammates, and then Ball. So.
Well, it's like I told Josh, it's not going to be easy. The other 3 guys aren't just going to lay down and let you win it. It's going to be.
I wish.
Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight for sure for you out there. But we're looking at your car right now, the Engine 42 machine of the 06 here. Well, Andrew, buddy, congratulations for making the Final Four, making this championship race. Stay clean, good luck, and have a little bit of fun.
Of course. And you know what? Butt Kicker Series on Saturdays in a couple weeks. I'm ready to go win that championship. I won that trophy.
Butt Kicker's not coming back.
Oh, Butt Kicker's not coming back? This is news to me. Breaking news.
Nope. Butt Kicker has dropped all of their sponsorships from what I was told.
Ah. Okay, so, the Unlimited Series.
There you go. Andrew, awesome job again, buddy. Congratulations. Good luck. We will try to catch up with you hopefully at the end of the race or something. Okay, bud?
Okay. Thank you so much.
We'll see you, buddy.
All right. See ya.
And, I'm looking for our other guy, but he is not here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and bring Mr. Anthony English up here to the booth. Yeah, it looks like he is out there on the track still practicing, but hey, that should be a given. Anthony, buddy, first off, congratulations. Another great little mini series. Excuse me. Great run by you throughout the mini series. A couple of wins and you. Like Josh has been saying, you've been winning quite a bit the last season and this season as well. A lot of great success for you, but to be in the Fall Brawl Championship Final Four, well, it's nothing to actually hang your head low about.
No, I'm actually really excited. Our inaugural season last year, I didn't even make it out of the round of 16. So to be able to make it all the way to the Champ 4 this year and to be able to, just have a chance at it, is definitely a great feeling.
Well, it's like I was talking to Josh and Andrew, it's going to be tough running out there because you got 3 other guys that aren't just going to lay down and let you take it. You're going to have to battle for it. You're going to have to claw, but being a championship race, of course, with the mini series, there's no fast repairs. It's open qual. What are you expecting, and what are you hoping for come race time?
Honestly, with these cars, gosh, it's honestly a crapshoot. I mean, we could have a good race, we could have a crappy race. There's no cut or dry way that this race could actually go. So it's one of those deals where I think you just gotta play it as it goes. 100 laps, like you said, no fast repairs. You only got 3 sets of tires with the tire set that you start with. So you only got like two sets of tires to change into. We got a lot of pit stops if it goes green. So I mean, it's about conserving your stuff, making sure you got good enough tires to last the whole race. Make sure you make your pit stops. And it's championship night. You gotta be perfect. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but you gotta be perfect. I mean, and everybody's got to remember too. It goes by points. It doesn't go by highest finisher. So whoever has the highest points tonight is who's going to win. So, for example, just say Josh, he got the pole, led a lap, and led the most laps. He's got 3 bonus points. I didn't get any bonus points. I finished 1 spot from him. It doesn't matter. He takes home the championship. So it's one of those deals where you got to still try to get points. So you got to go after it hard. You got to try to stay up front. You're going to have to try to stay with the pack. You're going to have to not get into anything, survive, make sure you're there at the end, and then, hope you got a good luck at hopefully the win, because, the win gets you 3 bonus points. So
Right.
it's
So,
pretty much
and
guaranteed.
you just got murdered by Rick Rat.
I mean,
Belba's out there. Belba, you need to talk to Rick about his driving skills, by the way.
I think he was trying to pit.
Oh, well,
On the front stretch.
Pitting on the front stretch, yeah. Well, and that's one thing that we were kind of discussing with Andrew about. Our guys are, they're still out here to win a race, so it's still going to be hard racing. They're not just going to let these guys, the top 4 guys, get around them. They're going to make it a challenge for you too.
Oh yeah, and it's definitely the right. I mean, last race of the season, everybody wants to end the season on the W. So I mean, I expect everybody out there pushing hard, racing hard, and doing what they got to do. And especially when it comes to Champ 4, ain't nothing to shrug about. You got Josh, you got Jim, you got me, and I think this is Szanto's first or second Final Four.
He said it was his first, so
it's his first. So there you go, Szanto's first. So Szanto's going to be trying to make a name for himself tonight too. So watch out for that guy.
Well, and it's like we were talking about, even before we went on air. Right now our air temps at 68, track temps at 71. Really good conditions for the race tonight. But these cars, they handle well with the bump draft. With these lower temperatures, I'm not going to see. I mean, they're going to get warm, but it's going to be a gradual. They're just not going to, go red line right off the bat.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is a little bit cooler. It is a little bit of wind and stuff, so I mean the availability to keep it a little bit cooler than normal is there, but it is one of those things. Once it gets so hot, man, it's just hard to cool them down, no matter what the temperature is. I just know the cooler it is, a little bit easier that it is. But yeah, man, we're just gonna do our damnedest here tonight, Steven.
Yeah, that's all you could do. Well, Anthony, good luck. We're gonna visit with Jim real quick, and then I'll bring you back up here because I know we got some announcements to make. So let me visit with him, and then I will bring you right back up here.
All right, boss.
All right. And then we're going to go ahead and bring Jim up here. Jim, man, awesome job on the mini series here, coming into the Final Four, buddy. It's going to be a challenge out there, brother.
Yeah, same goal as always. We'll do our best to keep it clean and try to be there at the end of this thing. So, that's been the plan all season. It's worked to get us here. So, excited for the opportunity, and hopefully we can make it to the end.
Well, it's like I was talking to the other guys about. A great car setup. These cars do run very well. Uh, Hang on just a second. I got somebody that uh, hollered at me real quick, but I cannot multitask, Jim. If you haven't told, it's not my forte. But these cars handle well in the bump draft, with the bump draft, in the draft. The track temperature and everything is seems like it's ideal for us tonight. With the 68-degree air, 71-degree track. I'm not going to see a real fast heat up issue, engine temperature issue. So, of course, you still got to watch that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's if conditions being right for the most part, we should have all the grip we need. So it'll be down to basically the driver maintaining the car, and then obviously gonna have to have a good pusher at the end. So hopefully I can link up with somebody that can get us the run to the front and keep us up there.
Well, Jim, awesome job, buddy. Congratulations on making the Final Four. We got about 2 minutes left, but I got to get Anthony back up here. We got a few announcements to make, but good luck tonight, and congratulations, bud.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, so we've got Anthony back up here in the booth with us. Yeah, I don't see Mr. Bubba out there.
Oh my God, he was earlier.
I see him on the track. I mean, I see him in the session, but I don't see him in Discord. It's like not a good start, Bubba.
He's on his way.
Okay. Well, let's talk.
First thing first. I mean, we can announce the Thursday stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. We've got a new Thursday league fixing to start up. Now, I didn't pull it from Facebook, so I apologize on that schedule, or I'd have pop it up on the screen. But let's talk a little bit about that, because I know you guys are fixing to go out and qualify. When are you expecting, or when are you wanting that to start?
Well, schedule's out. Our first practice / recruitment race will be the first Thursday in December. And then we'll be running a few practice races and recruitment races through December. And then the first Thursday that's not a holiday in the New Year will be the first race. But yeah, we're going to be doing a new series on Thursday. Since the throwback series kind of got canceled out from Alex and stuff, we're going to do something a little different here. We're doing a Thursday Night Thunder series, and it's going to be in the 87, so something new to look out. It's going to be following a little bit more along the lines of what the Wednesday Grand National Series does. It's going to be short 70-lap races, no stages and all that jazz. Just nice little quick stunt races for us on Thursdays in the 87. So something new and exciting to look forward to and to do in the OP community.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be an interesting little series. Looking forward to maybe catching maybe one or two of those. We'll see. But we do have Bubba up here, and Bubba Winningham, appreciate you joining us up in the booth real quick.
Hey, buddy.
You guys are going out to qualify, but Anthony, I think we have another announcement to make, don't we?
Yeah. If anybody didn't tune in to our race last week, with the announcement with the Thursday stuff, I will be stepping aside from the Saturday series, and Bubba will be taking over. I'll still help him out and stuff like that with the admin duties and getting him familiar with everything through the next season and all that jazz. But yeah, Bubba will be taking fully over, and I'm going to be stepping aside and doing a little bit more of the enjoying it part, but also more or less it's for doing the Thursday stuff. It's hard enough to run one night, 2 nights on top of everything that I already do. So we're gonna let Bubba take over on Saturday and do his thing, and I'm sure he's gonna do a great job. And I'm moving on to Thursday.
Well, that's an awesome thing. Bubba is a great guy. I think he is going to do great things with the Saturday Night Unlimited Series. Bubba, congratulations on being able to take that over. What are you going to be looking forward to, and what are you going to be expecting out of your Saturday, guys?
Well, I feel like I've been hired to manage the best iRacing league that's been out there for 17 seasons now. And you know the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, this is a great league. We look forward to having a great time. You know, we're going to introduce a couple new little concepts in there just to have some fun. We got a clean driver award that's going to be in season 18, and just a few other little, just maybe a few other little prizes and tricks up the sleeve. But for the most part, you know, this is where it all begins for a lot of people that start super speed league racing is the OP Unlimited league. And it was my first league, and I think for a lot of these guys out here that have been racing for a lot more years than me, it might have been their first super speedway league as well. So really excited to take this over. What a great bunch of guys. Really enjoyed the company, that the community out there, and look forward to this season quite a bit.
Well, guys, you know, we are in qualifying. I'm not going to keep you any longer. Get out there, get your qualifying laps in. You know, good luck tonight, and you know, it's the finale, guys.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Well, good luck, fellas. We're going to have a special broadcaster come in. Rick Seabrands is going to be joining me here in just a second. Good luck, fellas. We're going to get y'all back down into your teams.
All right, sounds good. Thank you much, and thank you much, Bubba, too. And thank you, everybody who's tuned in and done everything you've done for the last 3 years, being a part of OP with me running it. It's been a pleasure and an honor, and I thank you all for supporting me.
Absolutely. Bubba, do you want to go down there with Team 4, or do you want to? Where do you want to go?
Just drop me in one, it'll be fine.
Okay. All right, guys. Hey, Rick Seabrands joining me up here in the booth tonight. Rick, buddy, how are you doing?
Thank you so much for having me to be a part of this championship night, I guess, here in OP. We're going to be crowning another Fall Brawl champion, which is super cool. It's a big night. Wish I was out there, but if I can't be out there, I'd love to be up here with you as long as I can to call the action.
Well, Rick, I do appreciate you, and we may have we may have Mr. Joshua Medlock himself maybe tuning us a little bit later. I sent him a message, and he said he was at work or was just getting back into Fort Smith. So
yeah, big fan of Josh. Haven't caught up with Josh in a long time. He's been so good to us. He's been a great partner of OP for so long, man. I'd love to catch up with him.
Well, of course, Joshua and I think Jeremy is going to be coming back for the Saturday night series. Of course, if Joshua can't make it, then you know I'm going to step in and help out. But you know, I want to make my final announcement at the end of the race, Rick.
Nice. Cool.
But you know, we are championship racing tonight. What are, as a driver with these guys, knowing what we have at stake here, what are you expecting here tonight?
I am honestly, as I sit here and look at this, I'm scratching my head that these guys voted for this car for a championship night, man. This is one of the more difficult, challenging cars as a competitor. There's so many times where this car, you want it to get a run and you time it to get a run and it just kind of stalls out. And then there's times where you want to ride, you want to conserve, you want to save, and it's getting big runs and you got to do something with that energy. You know what I mean? So it's going to be kind of a hair on fire type racing tonight. So it's going to be exciting, man. And then when you add a championship onto it, it's just you never know what's going to happen out there.
Well, looks like our qualifying is over, Richard. Looks like Richard Kuhn has won the pole here tonight. So,
yeah, Richard, no stranger to OP. He got up there. He actually smoked the field by about 2/10 there. So, yeah, great job by him at finishing his season. And these are the type of the races, too, the championship races, where guys like Kuhn and Bergeron, Luttrell, they're not in the Final Four here. So they really got nothing to lose. You know, go out there, win the pole. Go out there and lead all the laps. Go out there and steal a win for your team. You know, set up some momentum coming into next season. You know, that's what those guys are out here to do tonight.
Well, and not only that, most of the guys that are here tonight, Rick, do run the Monday Night Premier Series and Sunday night with CFM. So a win tonight would carry that momentum going into their next race.
Absolutely. Anytime you have success on a Saturday, it just, it lifts your shoulders, it lifts your spirits, and it carries over to Mondays for sure. Don't think that it doesn't.
Well, I do not see Richard out there in Discord right now, so we won't get a pole sitter interview. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in to our starting grid here. Starting on row number 1 on the inside pole, that 47 of Richard Kuhn. His outside is that number 10, speaking of Gary Bergeron. He is going to be to that outside on row 1. Row number 2, the 85 of Adam Kilday. To his outside, the 36 of Stephen Luttrell. Row number 3, the 600 of Harold Rothery. To his outside, the 955 newcomer. I think he started last Saturday, Wayne Anderson. Row number 4, the 95 of James Maier, one of our top 4 drivers tonight. His outside, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero. Row number 5, the 00 of Rob Connors. To his outside is our second playoff driver, the 06 of Andrew Szanto. Row number 6, the number 5 of Rick Sanchez. His outside, the 19 of Zach Workman. Row number 7, the inside, our third playoff driver here for the championship for the number 1, Josh Ball. His outside, the number 6 of Bubba Whittingham. Starting row number 8, our fourth playoff driver here for the championship for the 44 of Anthony English. His outside is going to be the 21 of Nick Wing, which he'll probably be running a different car number on us, Rick. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Row number 9, the one and only, the Batman, the 04 of Mark Mann. On his outside, the 78 of Christopher Jordan. Row number 10, the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. His outside will be that number 30 of Robert Thorns. Row number 11, the 914, another newcomer here of Joseph Fogg. I haven't seen Joseph run, so this might be his first night. His outside, the 814 of Sean Dion. Now, Sean's been around a little bit. We've seen him run a few times. He's not a full-time driver, though. But row number 12, the 388 of Doug Johnson. And his outside, the 56 of Mike Edgerton. 24 cars out here tonight, Rick. Pretty good field for the championship race.
Yeah, that's a great field. That's a big night for us. Anytime you can get 20 plus cars on a championship night, we all kind of know these races, once guys are out of it, they kind of peter out. They don't show up. They don't want to be involved and mess up somebody's chances. But to get 24 cars out here tonight, that's going to be, that's still going to give us a really good race. And that's a really good field.
Well, we do have a little bit of a fog out here tonight, Rick. Do you foresee that to be much of an issue?
Probably for the fans. I mean, the guys watching at home and on the YouTube, all those guys are checking in. We love our fans. We're glad they're tuned in. But, whenever there's fog involved, that always kind of throws a wrench in it. But hopefully, with the weather, it'll kind of, burn off a little bit and get a little clearer. And then we'll, get that view cleared up for all them.
Exactly. Well, and looking at the field here as they're coming down through. Now, we were talking a little bit about the sets of tires that we have tonight. We got 3 sets, so they start with the set and they got 2 behind the wall. But, super speedways are not known to really tear up your tires.
Yeah, we should be okay with these cars, especially with the tire limits. Unless you get into multiple wrecks and you're spinning and flat spotting those tires, you really shouldn't have any issues. I'm more concerned about a 100-lap race with no quick repair with these guys. I expect these guys to single file out, settle in, get some green flag pit stops in.
Well, pace car is diving off down to pit road. They're going to hit that United Rentals start zone here with the green flag is out. Here we go, folks. We are championship racing here tonight at Daytona for the OP Fall Brawl 2. Let's see what happens. I got to get that to stop doing that. We get going here. Richard Kuhn with a great start already down on that inside line. Now, as a driver at Daytona, usually that inside line is really the line to be on, Rick.
Yeah, especially with these cars here. As you see right now, that outside lane, the energy is already starting to dissipate a little bit. Everybody seems to kind of try and find a hole to get on that inside, get lined up, kind of log some laps here. Everybody knows you're not going to be able to win this race around lap 2. Okay, you have to get around to lap 100, and it looks like that's kind of what the plan is for a majority of these guys.
We come down, get first lap underway. We're seeing some movement going on, but like you said, that outside line, you know, they're pretty spaced apart, Rick, and really in order to get that line going, you need to have at least 4 cars pretty much nose to tail.
Yeah, as you can see on that inside line, there's 4 cars down there, all, you know, they're all bumpered up there, you know, and when you got 4 cars lined up like that, there's no way that outside line is going to get any energy, at least until they start getting hot. And I don't know if that's really an issue that much with these cars. I'm not overly familiar with how these cars heat and stuff, so it could be an issue late too. We'll see.
Looks like we already got Rob Connors coming down pit road.
Uh-oh.
Either not feeling comfortable or maybe he just wanted to get a few laps in. But he is down pit road. But looking back out to the front, Richard Kuhn, Adam Kilday, Harold Rothery, really with a big lead over James Maier and Jerry Bergeron. Adam Kilday falling back.
Yeah, I think Gary... that is Adam. Adam, I don't know if he got hot or if he just saw something he didn't like and he just jumped out of line there. And yeah, he's falling to the back very quick here.
Now I wonder if he is maybe going back to help his teammate, Anthony English. He is back here. We're back here with Anthony. Got Doug Johnson leading this pack. They are, man, they're about a second off pace here.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's going back there to help Anthony a little bit, which probably isn't the worst strategy. I mean, these guys, I don't know if they'll go a whole 100 laps here without something happening. So, I mean, more than likely they'll probably get a caution. They'll get caught up. But if they don't, they're going to have their work cut out for them for sure.
It looks like Gary, I think it's Gary, I keep messing his name up. Bergeron, though, has taken over the lead. Stephen Luttrell right on his bumper, and the 27 Richard Kuhn in top 3 right now. And looking here, I'm trying to see James Maier. Looks like he dropped it back down to that inside line.
Yeah, he jumped up to the outside there to see if he could try and make something. I see he's going back to the outside again here, but he has no help. So that he's really going to struggle on that outside here.
It looks like he had the momentum coming into the corner, but he's got to be careful. Oh, big check up there by the 955 of Wayne Anderson. I think he was... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly what you were saying. He was lifting to kind of let Jim back in. I think he kind of seen what we were seeing, that Jim was kind of nudging. He wanted to get back down there. He lifted to get down, and Szanto is racing for this championship too, and every position counts. And he wanted to make sure that spot got filled.
Absolutely, and you know, this is all the chance. The winner is going to be determined by points. It's not where you finish. So, like Anthony said, you know, it's going to be who leads the most laps, who gets the pole. But you know, none of our playoff drivers or our championship 4 have been out front just yet. But James is really trying to make a run.
Yeah, he's
Bubba.
going to need more cars out there for sure. I mean, everybody's so content and lined up on that inside line. He's going to need Bubba he's going to need somebody to pretty much stay on Bubba, get a 3-car train there to just roll that outside.
Yeah, look, watching Bubba on the bumper of James there. He's got to be careful about you know, not hitting him off center, because you know, these cars, even though they do. I think, in my opinion, Rick, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I do have a little bit. Oh, we've got a caution too.
Ooh.
Let's take a look here and see what happened. That looked like that was the 388 of Doug Johnson involved. We're going to get a rewind here. And let's go on a chase view. If I can find my button. It looked like maybe... might have been a little bit of a bad push, but let's take a look here. Anthony, oh yeah, got him on that right side, and then bumper hooked him coming down. That sent Anthony up into the wall.
Yeah, that's going to be, he's going to have some damage. I don't know how much these cars really can take damage-wise. It seems like all these vehicles anymore can take a ton of damage on super speedways, so he might still be all right. But that caution was just what the 44 and those guys back there needed to get caught back up.
Well, unfortunately, Anthony is showing that he's got a meatball flag. So let's take a look at. Well, he had that in practice too. Yeah, but he had that in practice too, and only had a little bit of damage. So we'll have to see.
Oh, they're wrecking here under caution too. There was somebody just, I think Doug ran into again here under caution. But yeah, I know in the next gen car, I've had meatballs over there, and you pit, and it's like 30 seconds required.
Yeah.
So it might be just like tightening up a wheel or, you know, something simple like that. You know, let's hope that's the case for Anthony. He slammed that wall pretty good, you know, with the tail and then his front end. So he might have more than we think here, but we will definitely see.
Well, that's going to bring out our first caution of the night, running through our field here real quick. Jerry Bergeron, your leader. Stephen Luttrell in second. Richard Kuhn in third. Harold Rothery in fourth. Vicente Guerrero rounding out your top five. As we see, guys, they are going to go ahead and come down. I think Anthony said they was only going to get about 14 laps with 40% fuel. So this, you know, they'll fill up, get any little repairs they need to get taken care of real quick. But we're going to step aside and hear from Mr. Bubba Winningham, our with CHEVYLAND, our series sponsor. When we come back, we'll visit with Rick a little bit more. Hang tight, folks. We will return in just a second.
Hello, race fans. Bubba Winningham here on behalf of CHEVYLAND, proud sponsor of OP Racing's Fall Brawl. Inviting you to check out CHEVYLAND.com for 2.9% financing for 72 months on every 2026 Silverado in stock. That's right, 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500. So whether you want the 2.7 Turbo Max with 310 horsepower, the legendary 5.3 liter V8 with 355 horsepower, the Big Daddy 6.2 liter V8 with 420 horsepower, or if you're a person that likes the Duramax diesel 3.0 liter diesel, and getting over 30 miles per gallon, maybe that's a truck for you. But check out CHEVYLAND.com right now. Give me a call, ready to talk to you anytime. CHEVYLAND, proud sponsor of OP Racing's Fall Brawl.
CHEVYLAND Silverado's sell-off is your chance to rustle up super-sized savings on over 140 new Silverados. Get 2.9% APR financing for 72 months on 2025 and 2026 Silverados, or up to $87.50 in total savings, plus over 140 new Silverados to choose from. Now that's big. CHEVYLAND Silverado sell-off happens only once a year, so hurry into CHEVYLAND today, your Silverado headquarters.
All right, folks, we are back. Lights on the pace car are out. And my broadcast partner went down to get a pit box interview, so to speak, get some information on Anthony English. It looks like Anthony is back out on the track, so Rick will jump back up here in just a second. Oh, where'd he go? There he is.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. So what was the, I told him you had went down to get a pit box update.
He's going to be in good shape. He's got 30 seconds required and about 4 minutes of optional, so he should be okay here. He might have to have another caution to get that last couple minutes, handful of minutes fixed up, but he's definitely not out of this.
Well, that's good. My better half just brought me a cup of coffee, so I
Nice.
am in pretty good shape. But want to take a minute to thank everybody out there tuning in. 11 viewers, only 4 likes. If you haven't hit that like button, folks, be sure you hit that like button. But we do have our mods out there, Brendan Kennedy, William Luttrell, Belva Feltz. Looks like Dwayne Corbett is out there in chat instead of out
we
here
miss him on
racing.
track. And we miss him on track, man. He's a staple out here on Saturdays as well as other nights, man. We love having Dwayne around.
Oh, yeah. Well, Rick, we're fixing to get started back here. That pace car will dive off. Now, we only got 4 cars out on the outside. Could you explain to our viewers why that happened?
A lot of people just go back green here. That inside line got a really good start. Looked like the guy in third place got a good start, but at this point in the race, a lot of people are topping off, and when you pit that with 1 to go, it just makes you start on the inside line.
Okay. It looks like Brendan had a question. No stages at all. No. Saturday night, no stages on a Saturday night. I don't know. I know Monday night they have 1 stage or 2 stages, and then Wednesday night, Rick, do they have any stages on Wednesday?
They have 1 stage on Wednesday nights. It's usually a 70-lap race, so a stage at 35 on Wednesdays. So we have 2 on Mondays, 1 on Wednesday, nothing on Saturdays.
All right. Well, that explains that. Well, Stephen Luttrell, though, with a great jump there on that restart. He was actually on the inside. And Gary Bergeron, I think now, do they have, remind me of the rules, does the leader have choice of starting lane?
He does. They have choice of starting lane over here, as well as you could go in the restart zone. So that is an option that's different than every other night in OP. So that's something that you have to keep your eye. I don't know why you would want to jump the start unless you had a bunch of friends around you, but you never know about strategies.
You never know. And we're back here looking at this side-by-side action. That is Zach Workman to the outside, leading that outside line. Josh Paul right behind him. 78 of Chris Jordan took a pretty good shot from James Maier. I didn't know if he was going to actually hang on to it because it looked like a pretty hard shot.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I was just going to tell you we're going to really see what this outside line has to offer now. Now you got 3 really, really good cars up there. And as you can see, they're starting to make a lot of momentum. Richard Kuhn jumps up to block that. He got the memo. Energy's coming on the high side. If you want the lead, you better get up high.
Yeah, Andrew Szanto come up right behind him, gave him a good shot, trying to get him pushed up to the front. But you got 6 cars on that outside line, and like you said,
now.
Well, you got 5 now as the 14 of Zinte Guerrero drops it back down. But those 5 cars that's out there know how to handle themselves in the draft and in the pack.
And as I'm noticing here too, Josh Ball, he's definitely not one to lay back and roll out and stay out of it. And for some reason, he keeps becoming disconnected from the 19's bumper. That might be just a characteristic of this car too. Once so many cars in front of you get kind of locked up, you might be in trouble that way. Hey, as we have our first championship contender take the lead tonight, let's see if he can get a bonus point for leading the lap here.
Yeah, and again, like we were talking about, the championship is not decided on where you finish at. It's decided on points. So he is going to get a point for leading the lap.
I'm going to tell you, that kid is going to be hungry tonight. This is his first Final Four that he's ever been a part of in OP. He shows up. He's always here on Saturday nights. He is committed to OP on Saturday nights. And he's being rewarded now by leading this race, by racing for a championship, and he's putting himself in good position.
Well, Rick, we are joined by Jeremy Medlock, joining us up here in the broadcast booth. Jeremy, how you doing, brother?
Hanging in there. I just wanted to stop and say hello. I won't stay or anything. I've been trying to
Jeremy,
get
good to hear from you, man. Don't be a stranger, man.
It's been a rough couple of weeks. We had to put our mom in hospice care, so
I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's been yeah, I just wanted to hop in. I'll be joining my brother back in the broadcast booth when y'all start again in early December.
Very cool.
for the
We'd
new
love to have you
season,
guys
so-
a part of this, man. You guys have been great partners of OP for such a long time. You're super familiar with all the drivers and what we do over here. So, man, it's always great to have you guys be a part of this.
Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'll let y'all get back to it, and good luck to everybody tonight, and I'll talk to everybody later.
Thank you, man. Have
All
a
right,
good
Jeremy.
one.
We'll see you, buddy.
All right, see you later, Steven.
All right.
All these guys are lined up single file now. There is the outside line does not exist anymore. They might be just kind of in let's ride here mode. We'll get to this pit stop and we'll kind of see what happens from there.
Well, of course, you know that the pit stop definitely is going to spread our field out depending on, you know, where you're at.
I just say that about the 2 wide. Here comes the 19 and the 1. They are on fire on this outside as the 10 car jumps up there to fill that hole to get a run. Szanto comes up to block. He's a little late. He's going to have to get back down in front of the 47 to try and get hooked back up.
Yeah, and that's going to put Josh Ball out front with Zach
And look.
Workman. And, oh, what's going to happen here?
Oh, that's so close. That was so close.
That was very
That was tight.
close.
I don't know if Szanto lifted there, and if he did, that probably saved us a caution. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he was clear.
If he was, it was not by much.
Sometimes when you're that second car, you get that tunnel vision, and you're just so locked on the car in front of you that you're just going where they go. And,
Yep.
you know, that we see it happen all the time.
Well, I've been there too. You know, you get locked in on
Who
what
has
you're
it?
doing. Exactly.
Who has it, right?
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Oh, Doug Johnson blinking out once again. He's been doing that a little bit. Chris Jordan falling back. Kind of looking back through here. Rick Sanchez back here with Andrew Schroeder, Joseph Fogg, Nick Wing. Nick Wing, 21, running a 6 car.
This is single file for as far as the eye can see here.
Ooh, Bubba Winningham way off the pace. He is 26 seconds back.
Ooh.
And Mark
What happened to
Mann's
Bubba?
way
What
back
is that?
here too. Excuse me. Mark Mann's way back here too.
That probably happened from a checkup at some point. You know, it seems like with these cars, if you're far enough back and you get a big stack up, which requires you to sometimes even get on the brake from getting into somebody, these guys might have just lost the pack. But thankfully, it's early enough. They'll have plenty of time to get back on the lead lap.
Yeah, and Josh Ball is looking to come around once again to lead his 3rd lap. That he'll put him in a tie with Andrew Szanto, who has led 3 laps.
Yeah, for those scoring at home now, that's 2 championship contenders that have led laps going out in front of this race here so far tonight.
Yeah, it looks like Mike Edgerton coming down pit road, but we're going to watch this action up the front, though. Well, I say action. We're single file through the whole field. You're absolutely right.
This is by design. These guys here are probably just settling in. You know, they see the same thing that we see and we heard about earlier. You know, with the 14 lap runs, we have a ton of pit stops to make. Why tear your car up, you know, doing something silly, a bad bump, blowing it up, pushing, putting a little strain on the drivetrain there. Let's just ride here and get to these pit stops.
Yeah, we are pretty much all lined back up. We got 1 car out on the outside. That is the 78 of Christopher Jordan. I think he's staying up there because there's really nowhere for him to go. He's got the 30 of Robert Thorns down on his inside, and here comes the 14 of Vicente Guerrero, going to close that extra gap that was right there.
You see the way the 78 kind of got a run there going into the turn, and he does hold his own out there for a little bit. That just shows you how much checking up there really is on the inside. You know, if this was the trucks or maybe another vehicle, he probably would have dropped a lot faster than this. See, look, he's going to get another run here on this outside. He's kind of probably going to be on the outside of Doug Johnson here. He got close. I think he might have lifted there to get down. That was a good move on his part. And there he goes back high.
Well, he's using that little bit of draft to get the
He
run
is.
on him.
I'll give him credit. He's trying to get something going on that outside. He's not racing for a championship today. He's here to win this race. So he's trying to get something going.
Exactly. And again, that's what we were talking about. You know, Rick,
Yeah.
You're out here to race. You're out here to win the race.
Yeah.
Even if it has, no meaning other than bragging rights.
Ton of different agendas tonight.
Exactly. So Josh Ball has led 5 laps. So if the race finished right now, he would be your champion for the most laps led.
And there goes Mark Mann going a lap down. I did not expect, like I said, something must have happened for him to lose the pack and be that far back, unless he got some kind of a pit road penalty that we might have missed too.
Just had a quick 3-wide moment there as Mark was up at the high side. Here comes the 48 of Andrew Schroeder. He is going to team up with the 04 of Mark Mann to try to maybe get him pushed back up to the front. But, you know, if we do get another caution, Mark is the first car a lap down, so, you know, he would get that lucky dog to get back up on the lead lap.
They are coming up on Bubba extremely fast, though. I mean, it ain't going to be very long, and
Bubba is crab walking that car.
Yeah. As Bubba, the leaders are just coming out of 4. And Bubba's just past pit entry here, pit exit, excuse me. So they will probably have Bubba here, probably in the next handful of laps or so. So something needs to happen. Otherwise, Mark might be racing Bubba for the lap down position.
Well, right now we're looking at Bubba's car. He's got extensive damage to that right side, Rick.
Yes, he does. I could see his whole tire on his left side's peeking out through his wheel well there, and it doesn't look fun to drive at all. As the leaders are just going into, the leaders are in the middle of 3 and 4 here. Oh, Bubba's pitting now, so he's obviously had enough of whatever that car's doing, and he wants to get it fixed. A bunch of leaders are coming behind us.
Yeah, they got to get it shut down. You do not want to get a black flag.
Josh Ball with a great save there.
Yes, it was. We were kind of on that, but let's go ahead and take a look here. But Josh Ball coming down as Bubba sliding through his pit box. It looks like Stephen Luttrell, Vicente Guerrero, Harold Rothery, Zach Workman, Christopher Jordan, Robert Thorns, Bubba Winningham. Mark Mann came down.
Yeah, Josh Ball was the only championship contender that pitted this time by, so I would expect the rest of these, the 06, the 95, and the 44 to pit this time by.
Well, we're back up on the lead group right now, Rick, and here comes Szanto.
Here comes the 06. Yep, everybody's coming. This is going to be a very, very busy pit road.
Yes, it is, as we're watching here. Ooh, Anthony English.
Jim is stuck in that outside line. He is going to have to get down here shortly because I think his stall is about mid-pack. It looks like he's going to be okay. It's going to be interesting to see where these guys blend off of where the 1 and the 14 and the 19, the way those guys came off of pit road. It looks like they have 2 cars that are really lined up and fast, and there's about 3 of them behind them that are just getting organized and should be able to catch up.
Well, Andrew Szanto was the first one out of pit roads. Right behind him, though, was James Maier. Anthony English in 7th. Josh Ball, though, out on the track.
This advantage of the 19 and the 1 being organized and hooked up, they are going to blow by these guys. So the 95, the 06, and those guys are going to have to get organized and be extremely fast here quickly.
Yeah, Stephen Luttrell and that group gets around them. Looks like Szanto may be trying to let James Maier catch up so they could get hooked up here. Looks like he is that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, they need to. They need to catch that. I think that might be Bubba in front of them, where that my car is, and then catch up with Mark Mann there, because that's the only chance they got here. If they lose touch with those guys, they're going to be in very, very big trouble.
Yep, that is Bubba Winningham. We'll take a look at his car again, see how much damage he got fixed.
Yeah, they're going to want to go by him if he has that much damage. And
yeah,
it looks like Bubba's going high, which is a smart move.
Yeah, he still has quite a bit of damage on that right side, as I can see his right front tire clipping through the...
Big moment there for Szanto and Jim. Jim got Szanto a little bit out of shape there entering, because, you have to be aggressive. Jim understands just how important it is to make sure they catch up to Mark Mann there in that pack. This could be monumental here. They need to catch up.
Yeah, and they are about 2 seconds behind that lead group.
That's an eternity with these cars.
It
I mean,
is.
those guys up front are so organized and so fast. They can cool their cars and just be fast, and these guys are going to struggle to catch up. That's kind of why it looks like Szanto's just had enough. He's might be having a little damage or something from that pit road deal, but something happened with that front pack. They got disorganized too. It looks like the third place car has fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, Josh may have got a little too warm. Well, he was out front. Maybe
See what it was the 19 got too warm.
Yeah, it got too warm, and so Josh trying to cool him off a little bit.
Yeah, that's super smart. That's the best way to do it, because anytime that second place guy kind of pulls out there, it really takes a lot more time to recreate that energy, and it gives kind of that backpack a little bit of an advantage.
Well, here's the thing, though, Rick, to throw this at you. The top 4 drivers, Workman, Luttrell, Ball, and Guerrero, are all teammates.
Yeah, and they look like it, too. They're racing like some teammates. They are pulling away and being super fast.
Of course, Mark is back there just trying to stay in the grab so he don't fall back anymore.
Yeah, Jim's kind of almost 3 full seconds now behind. So those guys, even during that switch, they gained like 2-3 tenths there. So that just tells you how fast and just how much of an advantage it is to be the first on and off of pit road.
Now looking back here, we're talking about Jim, and you got Jim, Jerry, Rick Sanchez, and Andrew Szanto, Richard Kuhn, Anthony English, Nick Wing, Bubba Winningham is back there as well. It looks like you got Joseph Fogg and was that Adam Kilday in this big group.
All right, so Jim, that lap gained 7 tenths. So whatever this backpack is doing now, they need to keep it up, because they've gained 7 tenths there, and if they're gaining even a half a second a lap, that's going to be, they'll have them in no time then. But this backpack seems to be staying pretty organized and doing what it needs to help catch up there.
So, Jeremy, yeah, just one race tonight, Jeremy. This is just a 100-lap championship race. Of course, the winner is going to be determined by points. And it's not where you finish at tonight. It is how many points you can obtain throughout the night. So, we'll see what happens here. It's going to be tight, really, because Josh Ball up here, our first playoff contender, has led 7 laps. James Maier has yet to lead any laps. And Andrew Szanto has led 4, and Anthony English has led 0.
That's interesting to see what this front pack just did there. They all went up to that high side to see if they could keep up more momentum and keep their RPMs up. I'm going to be interested to see if that works for them.
I'm sitting here watching the lap times here. Oh, we've got something going on back here.
Oh, boy.
Looks
that
like
is not what this backpack is at all.
No.
Anytime they're going to be disorganized, it's just going to destroy them.
Well, Andrew Szanto and Gary Bergeron are leaning on each other. Looks like they kind of got everything straightened out. No caution, though. That's what I was worried about. But that did allow Anthony English to get around them, and now he is caught up to the back of the 47 of Richard Kuhn.
Yeah, that's Szanto and the 21 just need to worry now about not losing that original pack that they was in, because they can't mess around too much here. They need to get organized here and catch back up to them.
Right now, Andrew Szanto is about 2.5 seconds off of that. The main group up here was Zach Workman, Josh Ball, Stephen Luttrell, and Bazente. James gained another about a half a second, didn't he?
I seen that too. They're down to 1.7 seconds now in between them, which was like 2.3 the last time they was by. So I mean, they're catching them by chunks now, about a half a second a lap. So they should have them probably here. Oh shoot, they might have them here probably going.
Yeah, I was fixing to say they are down to a half a second, and
Yeah, scratch that.
James,
They'll have him here. Yeah, they're going to have him here probably by the start-finish line.
but nobody going with James. There's Mark Mann. Mark Mann decided to go out there with him, and Mark is going to give James a shove here. We were just talking about that inside line, you know, that lead group, you know, like you said, was testing the waters out there on that outside, and you can see how much time they lost being on that outside line. Even though they were grouped together, it's just that outside line, just nothing out there tonight.
Which kind of goes back to my original point. I was kind of shocked that they decided to race this car, man, because this was really, you know, super speedway racing alone, you're kind of in the hands of your pusher, you know, and sometimes maybe who the third guy is, the way these races kind of shake out. And this car here, as well as the next chip, is so dependent on who's around you and who's working with you. So, I mean, if you're trying to make something happen on your own tonight, you're going to be in trouble. You better have some friends.
Exactly. As I was looking here, I seen somebody. Is that Mike Edgerton? Oh, we're going to have a caution. I seen a wreck back here happening, I thought.
Uh-oh.
Maybe not.
They don't throw cautions over here, so if it wasn't iRacing, it's not going to be a caution.
Nope. Looked like everybody was able to get control of what was going on. It just looked like I seen a couple cars getting into each other when I was kind of going through the field. It looks like the 814 of Sean Dion and the 00 of Rob Connors has taken their cars behind the wall, Rick.
I hate to see that. There was a lot of race left to go too. I don't know if Rob had maybe been having felt he having some connection issues or some kind of equipment issue, but yeah, I know he was looking forward to this race tonight.
Well, lap 3700. We're going to go ahead. Well, we got about we're going to see 12 laps into this stint. We got about 2 more laps before we start seeing some green flag cautions or green flag pit stops.
So let me ask you this, Stephen. After what you've seen that first round of pit stops, if you see Ball, 14, and the rest of those guys pit, what are you doing if you're in that second round?
Oh, I'm pitting.
I think so. I think you have to. You've seen how much of an advantage it was.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Just how much these guys had to work, how hard they had to work to try and catch back up. So I think you see them pit. I don't even think it's a hesitation anymore.
Yeah, if I see the leaders at this point, if I'm struggling in that second pack to get caught up with that lead pack, and I see them guys going in the pits, I'm going in too. And
they kind of broke off again here. Something happened up there, and everybody kind of fell off there again. And now they're going to have to work hard to catch back up here again, probably right before the pit cycle begins.
Yeah, they dropped back to almost a second, but here comes James Maier. He's right behind Richard Kuhn. Is he going to use him as a draft partner here? Looks like he is.
They'll catch him. It'll just depend on whether they decide to pit with him or not.
Well, Zach Workman, Josh Ball, Stephen Latrell, and Vicente have been out here 14 laps.
Yeah, so they're probably pitting this time by. I would think.
Yeah,
we'll
looks like Mike Edgerton came down pit road, got a black flag, probably for speeding on pits.
I hate that with Mike. Mike's been a part of us, but a good sponsor of ours for a long time.
Yep, and here comes that lead group, but they don't.
They don't pit.
So they don't.
That tells me that they like what their strategy is. This second group, maybe it might come down to fuel or something like that. I don't know.
But here's
the reason.
Here's the issue. And I'm throwing this out here. The 19, Zach Workman, has a black flag.
That's huge because that four cars versus 3 cars may not sound like a big difference. It's a huge difference when it comes to getting organized and being fast and creating speed.
Ooh, Wayne Anderson has a meatball flag as well.
Ooh.
That may have been.
Here comes this group here.
Yep, Mike Edgerton with another black flag. Looked like he might have crossed over the yellow line.
Oh, Jim Maier has lost it, and so did Sanchez.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. That is not what this group needed.
No, it is not. And James Maier with the black flag. as well.
That is tough. That's a tough one there. But you're trying to get, you've seen how much of an advantage that first group was. Remember that? That's what creates that black flag there. You're trying to get all you can and trying to make sure that you're not leaving anything on the table, because that 14 to 19 and the rest of them are going to be coming quick here.
So just looking back, Rick, at what happened here, as he was coming to that commitment cone, he locked his brakes up.
Yeah, he probably got a little chatter. It might have, a little brake hop. It might have wheel hop, and it happens.
Okay, 42 laps on these tires. They're extremely hot. They're probably some slick.
Another great point. I didn't even think of that. These guys probably haven't changed tires this whole race. So yeah, that has a lot to do with it too.
And that gave him the black flag for unsafe pit entrance.
The job of the 04, the 21, and the 44 now is to not let the 14 and that group in front of them get away here, because the 14 to 36 and the 47, because it looks like they'll catch them pretty easily here. So.
And unfortunately, that black flag ended up putting James Maier a lap down.
Yeah. And Szanto had a bad pit stop here, too. And I believe, has lost the pack or will be losing the pack. Yeah, he has definitely lost the pack.
He has lost the pack. He is about 6 seconds behind the 47, who has lost the pack, or is losing the pack as well.
Yeah. That whole incident with them cars spinning there, that really hurt his chances for tonight. He's going to need a caution.
Well, and again, Mark Mann is still the first car a lap down. Zach Workman is a lap down. James Maier is a lap down. Doug Johnson, Joseph Fogg, and Bubba Winningham are all 1 lap down.
Yeah, what's going to be really tough for Jim there is as this thing keeps going green, they're just going to keep lapping more vehicles that fall off these packs. So it's only going to get tougher to get those laps back. Like Workman and Mark are sitting in pretty good shape right here, because they will be able, if we get a caution, to be able to at least fight for that lucky dog a little bit. Jim's going to be in trouble here as they lap other vehicles to be able to leapfrog them.
Well, all right. Well, right now, Stephen Luttrell is your leader. Vicente Guerrero in second. Josh Ball third. Nick Wing in fourth. Anthony English rounding out your top 5. Well, this is something that we do. Gives us broadcasters a little bit of break. Rick, it is time for a little bit of Crank It Up.
Love it.
Hang tight, folks. We will be right back. All right, folks, we are back. Let me get this cranking up off of here. Stephen Luttrell still out front. Rick Vicente Guerrero in second. Josh Ball third. Nick Wing fourth. Anthony English moving up to fifth. So he is still up there with that lead pack.
Yeah, and this lead pack is only getting stronger too. As they was lapping Bubba for a second time tonight, he caught on to this back of the pack too. So Bubba has gotten his car turned around, his car is fixed up, and it can hang, and it looks fast now too. So Bubba needs a caution here, and he needs to get things to go his way, and he's going to be right back in this too.
Absolutely, and you know, looking at this lead group, or the second group, Richard Kuhn, Robert Torrance, Harold Rothery, Jerry Bergeron, Andrew Szanto, Rick Sanchez, Adam Kilday, Andrew Schroeder, Doug Johnson's back here with them as well. They are 11 seconds, almost 11 seconds behind that lead group.
But they're doing exactly what they need to do. They need to be as fast as they can until something happens, so that will go their way. That'll at least, you know, get this race all bunched back up, and maybe get Jim back on the lead lap, and as well as the other championship contender Szanto caught back up here, because they're going to be in trouble here if this thing goes green for an extended amount of time here.
Yeah, and James is the only you know, championship driver that is a lap down. So now I don't know if they would do this or not, but if, and I'm knocking on wood here, folks, I mean, I know it sucks if it stays green for James, but if a caution does come out, do you feel, or would you think the admins would do a wave around for these cars that are a lap down?
Absolutely not. I mean, it's you know, still at the end of the day, you know, it's a championship race, and we're sorry about your luck, but it's still a league race, and that's really not fair to, you know, like Josh or Anthony that have put a perfect race together so far and have put themselves in contention here just a little bit past halfway. So I mean, this thing is far from over. I would not be surprised to see Jim back up in the mix later on. Szanto back up in there at some point. I mean, there's a lot of racing left to go here.
Well, yeah, and we've seen, you know, for example, we've seen Anthony English be 2-3 laps down. Same with Mark Mann.
Absolutely.
And stuff happen, and, well, guess what? They're winning races.
Honestly, probably everybody that's in this race here that's up to like 18th still probably still has a chance. We can get a rash of cautions, and as anybody knows, even from the pros to what we do here on Saturday nights, you know, cautions breed cautions, and you know, these guys can start, you know, being a little bit more aggressive, you know, and that could help out some of these guys too.
Yep, and we got another round of green flag pit stops here. Vicente Guerrero, Stephen Luttrell, Josh Ball, Nick Wing, Anthony
sideways.
English. Yeah, he was.
He is bad shape there. Great pit stop by Anthony English there. He is going to be the first one off of pit road there, man. So he is going to leapfrog this field here. And when this all plays out, he will be our third championship driver to lead a lap tonight if he stays out there.
If he stays out there, now we're back up on this lead group. Now, Robert Thorns and Harold Rothery have been out here 15 laps.
Yeah,
so they are really pushing it, but they are coming down pit road. That puts Andrew Szanto as your leader. So, or no, yeah, he is going to be your leader. So he is going to get another lap led here. That's going to put him at 5 laps led. He's got the 9:14 though. That is Joseph Fogg, the last car on the lead lap, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, him and Sanchez are really pushing hard here to try and make up as much time as they possibly can here.
Szanto is all over the rear bumper of that 914. I'm going to keep an eye on this because they've been out here 15 laps. Here they come down pit road. Oh, Sanchez almost.
Big dive by the 5 there.
Yeah, I was fixing to say he had to dive it down to that inside
Big
wall.
Time dive in there. They made it work too. Good
yes,
job
they
by
did.
all of them.
Oh, that always scares me. I hate that pass through on the Whether you're
guys
the
make it look
big-
easy, but there's nothing easy about it.
No,
you
it's
get on
not.
You get on this 44 car right now. They are hauling the mail, and they are just at the entrance of pit road here. While those guys are still in the pits, are just starting to come out of the pits now. You can see how much of a gap difference that is.
Yes, it is. And Anthony English is going to be your new leader now. Vicente Guerrero is second. Josh Ball still up there in third. Andrew Szanto in fourth. And Adam Kilday currently in a fifth.
It's going to turn into who has the most friends out here tonight. You know, with this 5-car pack here, Anthony really only has the 04 that he can rely on as Josh, as we seen earlier, just how well the 19, the 14, as well as the 12, they were all working together with the 1. So that 14, that 19, and the 1 car, they are going to be extremely hard to beat out there tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, Zach Workman in that 19 is the first car a lap down. Mark Mann, though, right there with him. So if something happens, them two guys are going to be battling out for that lucky dog.
Yeah, the 19's going to stay right where he's at too. I mean, he wants to be he's sitting in a better spot. So,
oh, Anthony going up to the high side. Vicente must have been getting hot.
I don't know. That looks to me like maybe it could be a fuel issue, or maybe there was somebody who's just too hot. Yeah, like you said. But it seems like this pack has really. Oh, I see. They're getting Workman his lap back, so they're putting Workman on the lead lap. So now Mark is going to be
the lucky dog.
First car lap down. So that works out best for all of them.
Yeah. But that also gave up the position for Anthony.
I think Anthony understands, you know, with the situation that he's in. I think all these guys, none of them I don't think are going to be able to lead the most laps at this point. So they've led a lap. They got that bonus point. Now they just want to finish in front of the other. And I still think he might have to win this race to win this championship. So Anthony might be just kind of focusing on that, and just that might be his game plan.
You know, I have to agree with you on that. We've got Dwayne's out there. Anthony should still have some damage, though, right? You know, I don't know if he was able to get it all fixed. Now Nick Wing is up on that high side. Anthony's looking at going up there, but came back
Nick is
down.
they're gonna pick Nick up here, so then they can be fast too with him.
And they're coming up on the 78 of Christopher
Any cars
Jordan.
that these guys, any cars that these guys pick up here, they're going to be that much more faster than these in the back. So this is going to be beneficial to them. I don't know if Jordan will have enough steam, though. He's going to jump down here behind the 04. I don't know if he'll have enough steam to catch up, though.
I don't think so. It looks like Robert Thorns is down. It looks like he has taken his car behind the wall, as well as Joseph Fogg, Andrew Schroeder, Mike Edgerton, Wayne Anderson, Sean Dion, and Rob Connor. So we're down to 17 cars, Rick.
Ew, I don't like that. But the 78 had no problem catching up. So I think these cars might be a lot better in the draft than we think, because he had no problem catching back up. Or otherwise, that low line was just slower, saving fuel here.
They could be trying to save a little bit, because we are lap 61 of 100, fixing to start lap 62. Now Zach's going up to the high side. That's going to put him back a lap down, but they're
14
doing
is super hot there. The Anthony left a hole there for Workman to get in. I don't think Workman got the memo there.
It doesn't look like it.
It certainly didn't look like it. He got down behind the 04. You could tell the 44 was lifted to get the 19 down. I think they just understand just how important it is to get organized, to be lined up, and just try to not scrub off as much speed as you can here when you're doing a switch like that.
Now we're starting to see a little bit more strategy come into play, Rick, with the single file. Guys are being a lot more cautious.
And at some point, as these runs are developing and they're doing fuel runs with their calculations and stuff, saving a little bit of fuel for that final pit stop where you're not taking as much, you might be able to leapfrog the field. And that could be, what it takes here. So that could be the play, or, maybe making sure you get into that window to where you can make it on the same amount of stops as anybody else.
Yep, it looks like Vicente went up to the high side, Josh, to get Josh cooled off. Now that's going to put Anthony English down on the inside line.
They're doing something with their calculations here. They either want to make sure they get in a certain kind of lap window, so they're all kind of playing possum here to make sure they get in that window, it kind of looks like.
Well, they are definitely on a fuel saving, because right now, looking at their speeds, they're only at 170 miles an hour. But when you go, that's slow, because when you look at the rest of the field, it was Andrew Szanto coming up at almost 200 mile an hour.
Look at this. They just put Szanto back in this race by doing that. So whatever fuel strategy deal they're on, Szanto is probably the most thankful person right now to be a part of that, because he's going to be back in this and he's going to be taking the lead here.
Yes, and I don't understand why that is happening.
It's got to be some kind of window. It has to be some kind of window that these teams are getting, with their fuel calculations, where they have to stretch it like an extra lap this run or the next run too. Something that's putting them in that kind of position with these cars.
Okay. Well, see, that's where, honestly, as a driver, Rick, that's where I struggle, is with the fuel saving.
It's such a chess match. I mean, there's so many a lot of people think you just get out in these things and you just mash and go and steer left. There's so many other variables that come into this deal when it comes to saving fuel. There's an art form to it, getting on and off a pit road, as fast as the 19, the 1, and the 14 have done all night. They've been the class of the field by far, getting on and off the pit road, being organized and being out front and putting themselves in positions. But there's something to do with this fuel run here.
I would have to absolutely 100% agree with you on that, because for a good lap, almost a good lap, Anthony, Josh, Vicente, Stephen Luttrell, their speeds were only about 170 miles an hour, and like you said, that opened the door for Szanto, Kilday, Sanchez to get caught up and actually just go around them.
I wonder what kind of position that's putting those guys in. So are they, by throwing caution to the wind, saying, I don't care about fuel strategy, I'm going to go out front, I am going to put myself in position, is that going to make them have to make an extra pit stop tonight? Because if it is, then, this has a green flag look to it. So I think whatever the strategy is, if it's a 3-stop race versus a 4-stop race, you're going to have to be in that window.
Exactly, and I think that's what they were planning on and working on with Josh, Bob, Vicente, Steven, and Anthony.
Yeah, whatever it was, this went from a 5-car field to almost a 10-car pack within a matter of 2 laps by those kind of strategies. Like I said, everybody's got different agendas. Like this whole pack right here, they got 2 different agendas going tonight.
Well, James Maier is actually in a really good spot. He is the first car a lap down, but he is up to the front. So he has been out here 12 laps, and if he's able to save any, he could get back up on the lead lap, but he would have to have people come with him on his next pit stop.
He wants a caution. Jim wants chaos right now. He wants something to happen, because that's probably, I'm sure he's not panicking by no means. That's not in his DNA. He knows he's definitely not out of this, but he has raced probably the last 20-some laps, a lap down or out of this pack. He's ready to get back up there in the mix, though. So he's rooting for something to happen here so he can get back in the mix and get his car back on the lead lap.
Looks like we got Doug Johnson coming back down pit road. Bubba Winningham, though, way off the pace. He is 2 laps down, but he is back here by himself. And
That's too bad. He was really fast, too. Whatever he did, he got his stuff done. He was fast.
Well, he is still crab walking it a little bit, kind of watching him on the straightaways, you could definitely tell that the right side is causing some problems.
Yeah, it's probably pretty tricky to drive too, to be honest with you. If it's that far off with the kind of banking that it has here at Daytona, man, that's really going to throw your balance off. So it's going to be a lot tougher to have a control over that car.
Yep, and Bubba Whittingham is coming back down pit road.
Along with Christopher Jordan too, as he went into the grass. So something happened something's going on with Christopher Jordan here.
Looked like he might. We're going to go ahead and do a live rewind here real quick, Rick, so our viewers, because we didn't get on him in time, we'll see what happened here.
He might have cooked it just like Jim did, when he was coming to pit road. He had a little wheel hop and
no, he locked him up and slid right through the commitment cone and into the grass, which gave him that black flag. So
yeah, so his night just got that much worse too. I mean, he was back in the mix. He was putting his car where he needed to be. So here they go to pit road here. Everybody's pitting.
Szanto, Kilday, Sanchez, Kuhn, Ball, Guerrero, Luttrell, Bergeron, English, Rothery, even James Maier coming down.
That was a very controlled, very tippy-toe pit stop.
It was.
Everybody, man. Everybody did good. I think everybody understands these are 70-lap old tires. They're sliding easily. Let's get on and off pit road, then we'll go back to racing.
So with having the tire limits, we still got, looks like we got about 30 laps to go here. If you haven't taken tires,
you're going to have a caution. You can't take tires here under green. With the 14-lap fuel run, nobody else is going to take tires. It's just going to cost you big time. And we seen earlier, if you're off the pack and you're by yourself, man, you're just giving up chunks of time. And you can't have that. So I wonder, with everybody pitting there under that one time, if fuel strategy is now out the window. Because you would think if fuel strategy was a part of this still, somebody would have won another lap or two there.
You know what? I would have to agree.
So I think by those guys letting Szanto, Jim, Kilday, and the 5-car all back into this race, that might have put those guys in that position where we just can't save enough fuel anymore. We have to go. So.
Yep. Szanto and Sanchez looked like they were going up on the high side, dropped it back down to the low side. James Maier, though, still right there with them.
Yeah.
They're coming up again on Bubba Whittingham.
He's begging for caution.
He is 2 laps down, and we have lost another driver. Christopher Jordan has taken his car behind the wall.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He missed that pit stop there, and that probably was a 40-second hold. So, and Mark Mann just got spun.
Oh, no.
That's a yellow.
Caution is out.
Looks like very minimal damage to Mark.
It looks like he was able to keep it off the wall. So
yeah.
Well, let's take a look here.
I think Mark's going to be in good shape here. Anthony did a good job by missing that too. That was really unexpected. That was I think that was, if you're going to get wrecked here at Daytona, that's probably the best way you want to get wrecked right there.
Trying to get my camera angle here. Looked like Nick Wing was pushing Mark and got him off center.
It's honestly a product of the car. You have to push. You have to be aggressive. You have to go at all times. And that's what they were trying to do to catch up,
Well, from the looks of it, it looks like Nick slid across the bumper from the right to the left as he was pushing, and then tried to come back to the right and hooked him right there. Got him on that left rear.
It's easy to do. It's easy to do, especially when you're being overly aggressive, as we've seen you have to be with these cars to have that energy and to be fast. So. Yep. I'll tell you who that does benefit now, and that's James Maier. James Maier is going to be back on the lead lap here. He worked hard. He got up there with Szanto. He had good pit stops after, and got up there with Kilday and those guys, and he's going to get rewarded now with getting that lap back. So we got another championship contender back in the mix.
Ooh, and the 44 of Anthony English did not come out of that unscathed.
I think that was very minimal too, though. He had maybe just a little bit of nose damage. I wouldn't even say that that's probably more than 20 seconds worth. You know, it was so minimal there. He did probably the best job he could do with something like that. Nobody's expecting that to happen at that point in that race. So,
yeah, it looks like he did get a little bit of damage on that right rear bumper, but not too bad. I don't think that's going to really
I'll take that all
affect
day
him.
long for something like that. If I got to be a part of it and I got to get a 4X, I'll take that all day long. Versus,
Exactly.
versus what could happen, you know.
Well, after that pit stop, I see guys did take tires.
Look at the 19th. 19 is staying out here. He is going to take the wave around to try and get back on the lead lap too now. He thinks chaos is going to be happening here, and he thinks we're going to get another caution here in the next. He would probably have to pit in the next 9 to 10 laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's expecting us to get another caution here in the next 9 or 10 laps, so he could be part of the mix again.
It looks like Mark Mann did pit, so.
Yeah, he was. Mark probably just put on 4 freshies and got right back out there.
But I'm showing Mark back on the lead lap, though.
No, he's definitely not back on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Unless he stayed out there. He might have stayed out.
No,
He did stay out. Yeah, he's going to
Did he?
take the wave around also. Yeah, he stayed out. He's going to take the wave around also with, looks like Doug Johnson's going to take the wave around as well as, oh no, Rothery's going to trap them all lap down here because Rothery stayed out.
Because I'm looking at the stint, and it looks like Mark did pit, though.
Oh. I'm not sure then, but I know Rothery stayed out here, so that's going to trap Workman and Mark Mann and Doug a lap down here again. They could pit this time by too, so
Yeah. Well, just going off of what my timing screen is showing, your leader, though, is going to be Andrew Szanto, Richard Kuhn in second, Josh Ball in third, Stephen Luttrell fourth, Adam Kilday fifth, Vicente Guerrero in sixth, Jerry Bergeron in seventh, Rick Sanchez down on pit road now in eighth, Anthony English coming down pit road in ninth, James Maier coming down pit road right now in 10th, Harold Rothery in 11th, Zach Workman in 12th. Mark Mann
was a lap down. Now he's technically back on the lead lap because he was in front or something here.
Yeah, it looks like Mark Mann, Doug Johnson, all got waved around or went around pit the pace car. Nick Wings down on pit road, and Bubba Winningham is trying to play catch up. Well, guys, if you haven't been to our series sponsor, CHEVYLAND, down in Shreveport, Louisiana, go to CHEVYLAND.com. Take a look at their inventory. You can do everything online, from browsing to talking to a sales rep to actually doing your finance online if you're wanting to finance. Of course, if you can't make it to Shreveport, Louisiana, you can always talk to them. They will deliver in the lower 48. And according to Bubba, we talked to him last week about this, Rick. Even on their used vehicles, they will deliver in the lower 48 states. So
yeah, that's a heck of a deal. They run a hell of a deal over there, and it's a heck of a business for sure.
Absolutely,
that they're part of.
Absolutely. So, well, that is CHEVYLAND.com, folks. As we get ready to go back green here, and when we go back green, we will have 26 laps to go to finish out this race. And I believe, and my feeling, well, we're going to have at least one more pit stop, but it's going to get dicey after this next pit stop, Rick.
Absolutely, it's going to be. Everybody has to do a restart here, so that's going to be important. Oh, the 5's out of shape here.
I've
Everybody's gonna get around
seen
it.
that. No caution, though. But Rick hit that wall hard.
That's a hard hit. Hopefully he can catch back on here. That's going to be tough.
Well,
Looks like he'll be all right. He's got Bubba behind him.
He's got Bubba behind him and Mark right there. So he is, well, it's opening up a little bit. But if Bubba can get caught up to him, push him up there.
Yeah.
And looking at Rick's car here, Mr. C. Brands, the little whatever that little antenna is on the top of the car. And Belba's going to kill me for this, but it looks like his card number shows -5. I got it on the screen right there.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Belba.
These guys kind of lost that pack. They lost touch with those guys up front there, so they're really going to have to push hard here on Doug Johnson, Mark Mann, and Doug's blinking, so that's really not going to help them at all.
No, and Belba says only you. Only I would notice that, Rick. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead while we're watching these guys battle it out. Doug Johnson going to the outside. I'm going to go ahead and make my announcement. This will be my last Saturday night broadcast. Joshua and Jeremy are coming back for Season 18 of OP Saturday Unlimited Series. I am stepping away from the broadcast booth and from iRacing for a little while. Rick, like I told you, we were talking during the Crank It Up cam.
Yeah.
I need a break from it. I need a reset. I need to work on some things, mentally and with my equipment. But it's like I said, when you're not having fun doing something, there's just no, in my mind, in the way that I am, there's just no point in forcing myself to do something I'm not having fun at.
Well, we'd love to have you whenever you're just available on a part-time basis. You can come out on track with us for sure, man. You're always welcome.
Yeah, and that means a lot, coming from the caliber of drivers that you guys are. And you're not the only one that has said that. Oh, we got Szanto getting loose.
Big time moves happening up there. It's go time. It's 20 to go, or 21 to go here. And it is getting busy up there. Jim's going up there to work with Szanto a little bit.
Yeah, Szanto and Workman. Workman got into the back of Szanto there a little bit, got him a little bit loose, but was able to regain control. Now trying to get something going. But yeah, it don't get me wrong. If for some reason Joshua can't cover a Saturday night, he's going to let me know, and I'll step in and cover the night for him. But it's time for me to step away for a little while. Collect myself, try to figure out a way to get. And it's not that I'm a bad driver, Rick. You've ran with me. I can handle myself out on the track.
Absolutely.
But I've got to. I've got to figure things out for myself and for my racing to be competitive. And it's not that I wasn't competitive before. It was to be more competitive, to be able to start winning some races more consistently. But in order to do that, I need to step away, take a break from it for a little while. And again, there may be a night where I may just be so bored where if you guys are running, I may just jump into a race. I know Anthony's already told me that I'm always welcome on Saturday night. I'm always welcome on any of the nights. Monday night I haven't been to but one race, and there's some other things going on too, but I'm not going to delve into that. But anyways, so this will be my last full-time race here tonight. Again, Joshua and Jeremy's coming back for Season 18, I think is what it is, Rick. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe so, yeah.
So Season 18 of Saturday night. And, of course, I know everybody's excited and looking forward to having JM Squared back in the booth. And honestly, I'm as well excited for Josh to start doing a little bit more. I know he's been doing Tuesday nights for the SERL, but I think Eric is supposed to be getting with Josh about and helping him out on a couple of races, kind of getting his feet wet. So he may even be up here. We're talking about Eric W. Rick, I don't know if you have actually heard our new intro music. One of our fans and new broadcaster, Eric, is a very, very good musician, and actually wrote and sang the new intro song for MaxSpeed TV.
Oh, nice.
So big shout out to Eric. Oh, Szanto blink it out. And I bet you James's pucker factor just went from 0 to 1,000 on that one.
I mean, those two guys absolutely just stormed to the front there, man. Them two, they're not here to play around tonight, man. They're Szanto, Jim, they have another good pit stop like they had that last round, man. They're going to be right back in this mix here.
Yeah, and somebody I see, we were just watching, and I've seen Jim's car go about halfway into Szanto's. So there's some network issue going on here. Definitely some net code as well. You got to watch out.
He does blink every once in a while. But a lot of people do that.
Well, it's internet. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's just one of them deals. I like what I'm seeing, though, out of that 44 and the 85 here tonight, man. Them two work so well together. And this whole run, them two have just been locked up here on this low line. They're sitting in a really good spot here when it comes to this next pit stop. That's who I'm going to be keeping my eye on.
Yeah, we're actually back here. You got Nick Wing to the outside of, it was supposed to be the 10. Jerry Bergeron, and then you got Anthony English right there on the bumper of the 85 of Adam Kilday. Now, you're talking about how well they work together. Of course, they're on the same team on Monday night, but they have been friends forever, I believe.
Yeah, they work so well together. They know, and that's just what it takes from your friends and your teammates out here. You just got to have a guy that knows what you're going to do before you even do it, and that's just how you be so fast, and that's how you be so successful at places like this is having good partners like that.
Absolutely. Oh, Mark Mann come down pit road, got another black flag.
Oh, I hate to see that too. Mark was working hard to try and get back into this deal too. Now he's gonna have really. Oh, here they go. Some of them guys are pitting.
Yep, that looks like that is Zach Workman, Vicente Guerrero, Josh Ball, Stephen Luttrell, Harold Rothery.
Yeah, you're going to see these guys probably all pick this next time by too. The 44, the 85, Kuhn, Maier. Yeah, all them guys are going to pit here this next time by.
Well, I think I was fixing to say Szanto, Maier, Kuhn, Kilday, English.
Going to have to. They can't afford to stay out there that much longer.
No, and with 14 to go, we've seen them go 15 laps, so they're going to have enough to make it to the end of the race now.
Yeah.
And just as we were expecting, Szanto, James Maier, Richard Kuhn, Adam Kilday, Anthony English, Jerry Bergeron, and Nick Wing all down pit road.
Jim had a really good pit stop there. I hope he wasn't speeding again. He was super fast getting in there.
Yep, no black flag, so...
Awesome. Good. That was really fast. And I know that... I've been a victim so many times, man. That cone comes up so fast.
Oh, it does. It does. And that's one thing that I've got to work on as well.
44 got a great launch out of the pits here. He's going to be in really good shape here. He's going to put himself behind the 85. Coming out of the pits is the 14 and the 1 are just at the start-finish line here. They are just past the exit of pit road. They are coming with a full head of steam here.
Yep, coming into turns 1 and 2. And they are bumper to nose right now.
They have so much energy. They're going to take this lead with ease here. But there's only 2 of them here. I don't know what happened to his friends behind them, but it's going to take a little bit for them to get lined back up.
I think if they get down in front of James Maier, James is going to be able to get in that draft.
Oh, they will definitely. James and that group will definitely catch these guys.
Oh, yeah. But Rick Sanchez stayed out and got him 2 laps led with that -5.
Nice. Absolutely. Get a little TV time, lead some laps. I don't blame him.
Oh, Rick Rat. Yeah, like I said, I've got to tip my hat to, you, Rick, and all these guys here. You know, for the most part, you know, when I was really struggling, when I first got my setup, man, I had so many questions. What do I need to adjust? What's this? What do I do here? You know, everybody across the board has been, you know, so welcoming, so
big
helpful.
move by the 19 there. Big move by the 19. That. Holy smokes, that was tight.
But
these guys are racing now.
Yes, they are
making moves.
95
probably going to follow him.
Yes, he did.
There they go. They're done riding lines. They're gonna get up in the mix now.
Got the 36 of Stephen Luttrell right there with them as well.
Yep.
Anthony was looking at going up behind the 85, but the 36 had closed that door. Yep, had closed that gap. And now that outside line is losing a little bit of momentum.
They're coming back, though. The 85's really working hard here on Jim. And the 85's a great pusher anyways, man.
Yes, he is.
They'll get a little – they both got clear.
Yep, they're back down on the inside line right behind Ball and Guerrero.
There they go right back up high here again. Workman jumps back down low to work with one.
That's their teammate. Now,
yeah.
Of course, the 36 is a teammate of the 14 and the 19, but
oh, Anthony's going to be the loser in this deal because those guys are all going to go low here, and Anthony's going to be stalking that outside.
Yeah, Anthony's side draft to try to keep that draft, but
he is in
just
trouble here.
Not enough.
He's still got plenty of laps here left to go, so it isn't over for him yet, though. But he needs to get in a hole here quick because he's not going to live that long out there, especially with the 85 and 95 working together on that up front like that.
And look how
close. Oh, the 14's out of shape there a little bit.
Yeah, I see sparks coming off. Now, Rick, I'm going to ask you this. You know, we were just on the chase views. We're watching Anthony getting that side draft, how close he's getting to that bottom line.
36 got a bad, something happened to him there. That required 14 to get up high. 14's getting oh, 14 Buck got wrecked there. Holy smokes, nobody's lifting anymore. It is go time, especially if you're a championship contender, man. It is go time. 44 is going to clear himself. That is exactly what he needed.
Yes, it was. But what I was asking is, in that turn, in the corner, we seen sparks coming off these cars. That's got to be the setup on the car.
It is.
Ooh,
this track right now, it's nighttime. It has ultimate grip, but Anthony's making moves. Anthony's in the middle there. He's going to side draft the 85, try to pull him back a little bit. One's going to go to the 85, and one is pushing really hard. Oh, boy.
It's getting a little bit dicey here, guys.
It's dicey here.
We are 8 to go, and there is these guys are battling.
If you're that lone car on that outside, you have to side draft so aggressive like that. It's really the only chance you have.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there goes the 85.
85 around.
85.
That's going to bring out a caution here.
I mean, that just started because there's nobody wants to lift.
No,
that was like 4 cars bump drafting at the same time.
Well, and that is championship racing, though, Rick. I mean, these guys are, you know, 3 of these guys was up there battling for that position, and unfortunately, Kill Day was just a victim of circumstance, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean that's the pusher pushing the pusher.
Exactly.
So, I mean, and you're going into one there. There's just that's just super aggressive. Crunch time. It's time to go type racing for sure.
Well, you know what? We're going to do this. I don't think he would mind, but we're going to bring our buddy up here real quick, Rick, and visit with the Batman himself, Mr. Mark, man. Mark, buddy, you got that black flag on pit. What happened?
No, I just sent it in too hot and had my tires were roached and it just went around. I haven't been very focused anyway.
You ain't the only one. There's been a lot of people with pit road miscues tonight, man. Being on old tires like that and just trying to get all you could get on pit road, it's super easy to do.
It was greasy, and this
car
car
looked like it.
This car is absolute junk anyway.
And that's why, I've mentioned a couple times, I'm really shocked that this is the car that got voted on to run the series.
I don't know.
I mean, you're really, you're like I said earlier, you really depend on other people as it is anyways. But with this car, it's just magnitude by like 20. You really got to have the runs, and numbers matter more than anything with this car. So
it's super easy to get out of the draft if you're in the back.
It seems like
it's
bad bumps, something too.
Oh, I went around twice tonight.
It just looks like bad bumps are actually a thing too. Which
well,
it's unlimited quick repairs. Or not quick repairs, green white checkers.
That's a good thing because we're probably going to need every single one.
No,
I don't know if it is.
No, it's two.
No,
we only got two.
Oh, I thought it was unlimited.
No,
I thought it was supposed to be
typically on a normal Saturday league, it would be unlimited, but
it's the unlimited series. I thought the championship race was unlimited.
Oh, that's good. I can get to bed earlier.
Honestly, we'd probably be here all night.
Well, let me verify that, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we all know business is going to pick up front. We just seen it right there. There's absolutely lifting time is over.
It is.
That wreck was caused by the fourth car pushing it live.
Yep.
That's just so aggressive, just go time type mentality, man. It's
and I mean, I might be I'm a couple laps down, but I got teammates up here, so I'm getting my nose up here in the mix.
Well, speaking of teammates, Mark, you need to get with Rick Rat, tell him he needs to change his paint scheme because the roof number with that little antenna up there looks like it's a -5.
Well, the way we're going to be -5 laps down here. So it's going to match.
I hope it's 2 green white checkers.
I do too, but I have a feeling it's unlimited.
I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not keeping your eye on that 06 Szanto on this restart, that man is going to be racing for his life out there. I've raced with him enough. He's super passionate. He's super competitive. And if he even has a look at that championship tonight, man, I mean,
he's been vocal. So
absolutely, he's probably been very, very vocal tonight.
I'd be okay if he.
I'd be all right too, man.
Yeah,
that would be awesome, man. He shows up every week. He's been a great, participant and driver over here for a long time. So
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with any one of our channel guys winning this.
It's been a good race to watch.
It has.
Call, man. The strategy and stuff, you might think the single file stuff, but when you kind of know what's going on with the fuel saving and that fuel saving earlier, that just allowed Szanto and Richard and the 85 as well as Jim to get back in it. They made up like 4 or 5 seconds there, I think, of that lead pack. It was crazy. They just came out of nowhere. That was awesome.
Well, I'm happy it's packed up because, I'm going to send it and bend it. I don't care.
Go with Szanto. He's going to be making holes.
Yes, he is.
He will absolutely be making holes. It's going to be fun to watch.
Well, Mark, we're going to get you back down there, buddy, and good luck. I wanted to find out what happened on your pit stop.
All right. Well, pretty cool to see Rick up in the booth there with you. We missed him out here on track.
I'll be back soon enough, man. I'm not giving up my day job yet.
There we go.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Well, good luck, Mark.
All right, Steven.
All right. Well, there we go.
Very rare non-lead lap finish night for Mark. You don't see that very often from him, but that's just part of this deal. That just happens sometimes, in these races.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it is a unlimited GWC.
Is it?
Yep.
Gonna be here.
I had to.
These guys are going to start really, really racing here, man. At least I feel like it. It just has that type of feel to it, man. Championship night, it's go time. Look at our championship contenders up there.
Yeah, I didn't catch it at the beginning as the pace car dives off down the pit road. We're fixing to go back
1, 2, 3
green.
Championship contenders.
Yes, it is.
It's a 6. Here we go. Big push there from that inside. The 44 moves up a little bit there. A little squirrely on the old tires is what it is.
Yeah, and
Jim gets a big run in that outside, and that's really going to kill that inside run. Look at Szanto get low. He wants to get down with the 44 and the 95.
95 throws a block on
that's
the
a
one.
big block on that outside. Jim's blocking for his life out there. That's just the way these cars kind of are. They just, you have to have that track position.
Yeah, and our top four are in the top four right now. As we're 3 wide back here. Harold Rothery in the middle.
Yeah.
Got,
look at the 44. Got
the 5-9.
Big time.
Man, that was harsh.
Big time.
That got the 95 and the 1.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to take a look at that. A lot of jostling positions up there. The 95 is trying to get the energy of any lane that he can be in. The 1 makes a big move on the inside. The 44 kind of goes to the outside, trying to get back down behind the 1. And with the momentum, there was just he'd lost all his momentum at that point. You know what I mean? That's just what it kind of looks like.
Yeah, so 95 went up to throw that block on the 1 again. The 14 of Vicente Guerrero was really pushing the 1 of Josh Ball.
Yeah, look at the run that the 1 gets. I mean, he's so fast here.
The 1 tried to jump down and
barely the outside, jumps down to the inside. And the 44 is right there. And the 44 looks like he's going to go to the outside.
Well, the
40,
I
think he has second thoughts, kind of starts to come back down a little bit, and I think the 1 lost more momentum than what the 44 was expecting there, and it just happens. It's just the way these cars are, man. There's really it's just whatever,
the 44 looked at going in the middle, and I don't think he expected how much momentum that the 1 of Josh Ball lost, and hits Josh in that right rear bumper corner. Well, that sent him right up into the 95. And the 14, nowhere for the 14 of Guerrero to go, right into the side of James Maier. Josh Ball kept it up on the wall, scraping.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's going to cause a lot of damage to Josh's car or not. Looks like that right rear bumper, though, and corner got quite a bit of damage on it.
Well, at this point, you're kind of in the mix. Do you pit? I mean, there's no quick repair waiting for you. There's no magic card in there that's going to get you back there in the mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's like Zach Wortman got a black flag. Harold Rothery with the meatball. We're on Josh Ball right now. I want to take a look at his pit box time here and kind of get an idea if he's going to, how much time he's got to repair. It's mostly looking like cosmetic from what I'm seeing, Rick, but I'm not, I mean, there is some damage. That right front is pushed out. The wheel's pushed out. So, but that could be just the sheet metal, smashed in.
As you guys were watching that, I was going back in the replay and I was watching the 95's wreck, and he actually took a pretty good beating on that wreck, and he stayed out. So I think he has that feeling it kind of is what it is, and he's going to be in the mix and tired of getting damage fixed and wants to be a part of this. So we'll have to see how he fires off here. That's going to be a big deal here because he's going to restart third. Now, whether the 44 takes the outside or inside, the 44 is probably going to take the outside with the 85 on that outside. I think after seeing Jim in that big wreck there with him spinning around and getting T-boned by the 14, I think I'd rather have that 85 on my bumper here, especially the way them two work together too.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Jim's car right now. I'm not seeing.
I didn't see. Oh, he just blinked for me.
Yeah, he did for me too. I'm not seeing any major damage.
I don't see it either. But he actually, when he was sideways, the 14 kind of popped him in the front tire area, and he did kind of catch air just a little bit. So we'll see how it plays out. Maybe damage don't really matter much in these. I mean, what's he got to lose here? It's our first green-white checkered attempt.
Yep.
It probably won't be our last either. Because these guys, especially, we got 3 championship contenders up front. Here we go again. You know what I mean? Like we said earlier, you have to win this race to probably win this championship.
Yep, and Josh Ball spent 1 minute and 49 seconds in his pit box. So he had just...
How long did he spend?
1 minute and 49 seconds.
I mean, Anthony came back. He's leading this race. What did he have? 4 minutes earlier and 30 seconds required.
Yeah.
I think Josh Ball is going to be just fine. He's definitely not out of this. With all the green, white, checkered attempts that we have, something could happen here. And again, remember, he doesn't really have to win this race necessarily. If these guys all wreck and they barely get top 10s and Ball leading the laps like he did earlier and getting his bonus points, if he comes home in a 5th or 6th or just, with a good solid finish tonight, that might be what it takes too.
Yeah, Anthony English has led 4 laps. Andrew Szanto has led 24 laps.
Oh, so Szanto's going to get the extra bonus point for leading the most laps probably. I don't know if anybody else has that many laps. That's pretty
James
good.
Maier 7. I'm kind of going through. Stephen Luttrell's got 16. Coon's got 8. Bergeron's got 8.
Yeah, in the 20s. That sounds like a big deal. Hey, look at this. The 44. The 44 is going to start behind the 95. So we'll have to see how that goes, especially the way that 95 was a part of that wreck. I almost think that outside line might get a run here.
Well, we'll see. Now, the leader has control of the restart.
That's true. They absolutely do. So you might see Anthony maybe jumpstart this, and if he don't get the run that he wants, he might, kind of block lanes.
Yeah, but he could also wait for the flagman to throw the green.
That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the flagman.
See if that outside line jumps to restart, gets a black flag.
Yeah.
See what happens here as we get to that restart zone. Oh, he did too. He waited till that green was thrown.
Got a nice bump there, but look,
yeah,
he's got kind of a gap there with the 95s, the 85, the 06, and the 47 are all locked up together there. Szanto clears. Is he going to drop down? He certainly does. Right in front of the 44 here. I think Szanto's kind of didn't know what he wanted to. He's going to block. I think he's going to stay in this low line with the 44.
I think he'll have to, because those are the other 2 playoff players.
Yeah.
With
the 95 actually looks like he has his car is absolutely fine. He's oh boy, big move by him. Big
hard hits.
Big happenings there.
We're 3 wide up here. That puts 85 and Kilday out front, but we're 3 wide.
What is happening with the 06? He must have some very significant damage or something. That is really bunched up that
I have no idea. But now,
big wreck behind Jim.
Yeah, but we're one to go, so white flag is out.
Anthony is in perfect position here.
Now the 6 is beating a bumper off of the 21 of Nick Wing, trying to get caught up to 95.
Somebody's going to have to make a move.
Yep, the 95 of James Maier, the 06 of Andrew Szanto out to the outside line, but Adam Kilday is really helping Anthony English out.
Absolutely is. Anthony is in a terrific spot here. He's locked on to Adam. He's going to bring this thing home.
If Anthony wins this, he's going to win another championship, I believe, because that's going to give him 3 points. And Anthony does get the win.
Great job by him. What a move. He kind of was watching those lines back there and just stayed on Adam and locked up and just kind of took off.
Yep. But that puts Adam Kilday as 2nd, Andrew Szanto 3rd, James Maier finishing 4th.
Oh, look at Ball up here giving the business to Anthony a little bit.
And Josh Ball finishing in 7th. Well, we're going to
congratulatory bumps.
We are going to get caught up with our top 3. We'll get them ready. Hang tight, folks, for our MaxSpeed TV post-race interview. We will be right back. All right, folks, we have caught up with our top three as we're watching Anthony English celebrate going the wrong direction. I guess that's his victory lap, Rick, going the wrong way down Daytona.
When you're the champ, you can do whatever
you can do whatever you want to, yeah. So
do whatever you want, man.
Well, we have caught up with our top three here tonight. We're going to start with our third place finisher here. Let me get him pulled up here, though. But what a great run by Mr. Andrew Szanto, who already got out of his car, so we can't really show that on TV. But Andrew, man, tough restart there on that GWC. It looked like you were trying to maybe throw up some blocks. There was a lot of hard bumping going on. I think we did see you blink out just a little bit, but maybe not at the right time. I think I was overheard you saying that it was the wrong time to blink out. But man, let's talk about it. You had a great run. You started up there, up into top 10, but finishing P3. Still not a bad championship night for you, buddy.
Yeah, it's not a bad night, but I think if I didn't blink, like blinking cost me twice this race. During the green flag run, we were doing so well. We were timing everything correctly. We were working with teamwork, and I blinked out about a lap before we were pitting, and screwed me up. Luckily, I don't know what the leaders were doing. 2 pit stops later, and they just slowed up. We caught them. We were slowly catching them anyways, but somehow they slowed up more. They let us catch to them, and then it was anybody's game. It just sucked. I blinked. I'm like, I told the guys in the chat, like, what would suck is if I blinked on the last lap, and it cost me. And I blinked going into 3, and it cost me. And all season long, I have not blinked. I've had no issues with this internet, and something went wrong at the worst moment. I'm sorry for swearing, but it's heartbreak.
It is, and I know it's frustrating, but man, it's all in all, though, Andrew, what a great night for you. What a great little mini season. Making it to your first ever Final Four championship race. What you were telling me at the beginning of the broadcast, but finishing in P3 actually got you a runner up for the championship for the mini series. Man, nothing to hang your head about though, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good little mini season all along. But this was in my 9 years of doing iRacing, this was the hardest race I've ever ran. The amount of teamwork, the amount of precision, the amount of focus, concentration. The first time ever I've led the most laps in OP in 4 or 5 years I've been doing it. And the fastest lap I've ever done in any league race, and to have the fastest lap and to have it come up 2 positions short, it's pain. It is what it is, and we're just gonna look for Saturdays coming up soon.
It might be Saturdays, but it doesn't make the competition any less difficult, man. I mean, to come home in second place in the championship standings is certainly something to hang your head about too. So it's quite the accomplishment for sure.
Thanks.
Well, buddy, I know you're frustrated. I know you're a little heartbroken, but Andrew, the mic is yours for any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give, buddy.
Thanks to you, Stephen Lane, for broadcasting over the last 2-3 seasons now. I know you're going to be going back to the track, so can't wait to see you back on the track. Can't wait to beat you on the track.
Nope, not coming back to the track. I'm stepping away for a little while.
Oh, okay. Thanks to OP and Rick in the booth as well.
Yeah.
But thanks to OP. Thanks to OP for the series. It's fun. I mean, every Saturday I look forward to this. And everybody running, everyone in the Final Four. family, love you all. Friends, hi, what's up? What's up? Brody. Thanks to Matt Baker for the paint scheme. It's one of my all-time favorite paint schemes I've ever had done. So, thanks to him. And yeah, congratulations, Anthony, for winning the championship.
All right, well, buddy, go celebrate, man. Congratulations on a great mini-series, and we'll catch up. I'll keep in touch, I promise.
Always.
All right, we'll
Have a
see
good
you.
night.
You see you, bud. All right, well, Rick, that's going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight, which is no stranger to the podium at all, Mr. Adam Kilday. Adam, well, looks like you had some little extracurricular activity because your car is destroyed.
Yeah, I was trying to drift it into turn 3 at the end, and I couldn't get it to go the way I wanted it to go, and yeah, we ate the wall.
It didn't drift the way you wanted it to.
Nope, it did not.
Well, man, you started up front. You started in P3. You finished second. Let's talk about that last lap. Now, about the time you guys were coming to the last lap, there was a wreck that happened behind you. But you and Anthony and Andrew and James there, man, was battling it out that last lap, trying to get good position, and almost ended badly for you guys. But y'all ended up pushing through, and I think you kind of helped Anthony get to the win there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't recall the restart now where the heck everyone was. I'm assuming it was Szanto restarted up front on the front. I was pushing him.
Yeah, he was on the outside.
Yeah, I was thinking about the restart prior when other stuff was going on. But yeah,
there's a lot of stuff happening.
Oh heck yeah, dude! It
looked like it was hectic, man. I ain't gonna lie.
It was a brawl.
It was too. Fall Brawl. That's what it's all about, man. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you, man, the way you and Anthony worked together there at the end, pull the curtain back a little bit for me. Coming back to that restart with a green-white checkered for a championship, what was the plan?
I was just going to push Szanto. Hope he could hold it steady for me. I think the play for Szanto was probably just to stay up in the middle in front of me. And I was just going to push him all the way. But he ended up clearing down. And when Szanto cleared down, he had a network thing, blink or something, and it stacked everyone up.
See, he didn't blink for me, unfortunately, and it looked almost to me like he was saving gas, and that's why it kind of threw me for a loop. But like you said, man, that's good. You go into those situations without a plan because it usually changes about 5 times anyways before you get back to the start-finish line. So that's a good way. It's good that you guys didn't waste time with the plan because it never works out anyways, right?
No, and when all that happened, everyone was getting jumbled up, and then it ended up 3 wide in my mirror. And then we're just hoping for the white flag to come out before another GWC drops, and
reinforced bumpers for the win tonight, man. That was crazy to watch, man. It was all take and no give, just like you would expect for a fall brawl race.
100%.
Hell yeah, man.
But evidently, well, I mean, I don't know. I told her, coming to the line, I was like, I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to do nothing. So,
yeah, I agree. Don't be in the mix. Don't be a part of the story. You go up for a bad block at Rex Anthony, and then, you know what I mean? Oh, nobody wants to do that. I don't blame you a bit.
No,
not at all. If you want to try and go for it, go for it. If you lose momentum and don't get it, don't blame me. Right?
Yeah. And I didn't think I was going to be. I don't think I was going to be even finishing nowhere near the podium in this freaking car. So
it was wild, man.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't have the handling on it the best out of the field. But
you definitely weren't the only one. Who you want to thank for tonight, man? That was a good race. Who you want to thank?
I don't know. I don't think I had any help this race.
I
was helping everyone else this race. So
you ain't gonna thank the fans. You ain't gonna.
Well, definitely we'll thank the Fall Brawl fans and the OP people watching and stuff.
Heck yeah.
Shout out, thank the other drivers, that showed up tonight too and
Hell
competed
yeah.
for this championship.
It looked
And
like
then,
fun. That looked like fun.
Oh yeah. So if anything, we'll do huge thanks. C-Brands, you and that
Yeah.
commentary. You know what I mean?
It was fun. I don't want to get too used to doing this, but this was a lot of fun tonight, man. It was fun to watch, but I can't wait to get back
Yeah.
out there too. And I know
Yeah,
Steven said
too.
that he's going to be a ghost every once in a while, but we'll try and get Steven
Yeah.
back out there once in a while.
Oh yeah, dude. I was trying
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I was in a position to get Jim's or to James
Yeah.
the thing, and then I got wrecked in the turn 3, and dude, I was just trying my darnest to keep it out of the wall, which
Yeah.
luckily I kept it out the wall, and then I'm looking out my passenger or one of my windows, whichever way I was freaking facing, going backwards in a turn to see where the other cars were coming in from, and I saw they were trying to go down to avoid me, so I was,
Where you're going to
I
get
put
hit
off
from.
the brakes to let
What a-
some so they could
what a-
go.
What a
Yeah,
horrible feeling.
Yeah, I was trying to give the guys that were coming in a lane to go and put my car in a decent spot so I didn't get nailed. So luckily,
Yeah.
I had 18 seconds of optional.
You
From
were
that.
there at the end, man. You did a phenomenal job, as always. We can always count on
Yeah.
you to be in the mix at the end.
Oh, always.
Yeah, well,
Always.
Anthony timed it up perfect, sending me out front to pull us away from that pack, and then him
Yeah.
going out and making the move for the win to get
He
him
did
the
good. He did
bonus
really
point.
good.
But yeah, it could have been really, James at one point on that restart. I don't know how that would have played out if that wreck didn't ensue, but
Yeah.
I was helping out anyone. So Szanto at one point.
See, if I'm in your shoes, I just show up. I just don't want to be a part of the story, man. Just do whatever. I'll be in the mix. I don't want to wreck nobody, though. Don't make me a part of the story. So I don't blame you, man. It's hard to be up in the front and in the mix with stuff like that.
Exactamundo.
It is, man.
Well, Adam, awesome job, buddy. Congratulations on your P2 tonight. And, we're going to have a little bit of break. Got some recruitment races, I'm sure, coming up for next season. Are you looking forward to the next Unlimited Saturday night season?
I mean, I think so, because it seemed like the beginning of Fall Brawl kind of started out pretty chill, fun, which is the main concept of this whole series. It's a little short sprint mini season, and it's supposed to be taken as a fun little run, which I enjoyed it. But once we get into the late round of the playoffs, it starts getting a little stressful and hectic, and I think this race was the most hectic, stressful one out of the whole season.
I mean,
So-
and that's kind of what I'm going to ask Anthony, too. How stressful was doing this race with no quick repairs? Doing the 40-lap race is stressful enough, you know what I mean? And now you got to put together a whole 100-lapper? Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We finished this
It's
race.
crazy.
Oh, nosy, fast repairs.
It's crazy, man. It's not easy.
It's not.
Yeah,
It ain't, man.
but really, that's the one thing I look forward to when the new seasons come up. It's like a fresh restart. Enjoy the first half of the regular season, which I find the most enjoyable. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is a new, fresh season. And enjoy it for what I can, and
It's going to be a good time for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Well, Adam, again, congratulations, buddy. Go celebrate your P2 tonight. We will catch up with you soon here, brother.
I will do. I appreciate it.
Yep, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to bring us to our race winner here tonight, Rick. The one and only Mr. Anthony English. Your
Champ is
Fall
here.
Brawl 2 Series champion. No stranger to that championship title, that's for sure. But Anthony, I wanted to ask you something, buddy, because this has been, me and Rick was kind of scratching our heads on what y'all were doing. We were assuming y'all were trying to do a little bit of fuel saving strategy, which allowed that a pack that was behind you guys with Szanto and them to catch up. But you guys were definitely not running full speed, because y'all was only running about 170 miles an hour as a group. What was going on with that?
I don't really know for sure. I'll tell you what my perception of it is, though, is when we all came out, it was just a chunk of us, and I've noticed when you lead, if you lead and you don't save that whole run, you're probably a lap, almost 2 laps shorter than anybody else that's been saving. So I just wanted to stay out long enough to lead a lap. So once the pit cycles went through and I led a lap, I got out of there. I needed to save fuel. I needed to make sure that I was running as long as they were, so I could keep them in my window. Because at that time of the race, I was to the point where I was just keeping Josh in my window, because me and him were the only ones in that front pack. But what ended up happening is, I think they tried to cycle everybody to the back so they could save and put me back to the front. So when they went high and started slowing down, my lane started slowing down, and then they started slowing down, and then my lane started slowing down. and I said, fuck it at this point. That's part of my language. I said, screw it at this point, and if they're going to keep slowing down, I'm going to keep slowing down. So I just slowed down until they slowed down, let the other pack catch us, and at that point, it was what it was.
Well, let's talk about that last lap, too. I mean, you guys, and I mentioned this to Rick, you had control of the restart, and you didn't go when you got into the restart zone. You waited till the flagman threw the green flag. Now, I got to ask, you don't have to answer this, but it seemed like you were trying to do that to see if Szanto jumped to start, and might have got him a black flag on it.
No, I didn't think about that, even though he has done that before. But that would have been funny if that happened. He would have been really mad. He would have been fuming, but no, we all decided, since it was 4 of us in the top 4, that we were just going to go on green. That way we all could get off at the same time and didn't have any, mishaps on the restart. So we just waited till green to kick her off there.
Okay.
I tell you what, you did a masterful job there. I mean, you didn't panic when you lost control. I mean, when Szanto cleared there, what was going through your mind there going down that backstretch? When you saw him clear, he's going to be aggressive. He's going to block every chance he gets. I mean, what were you thinking when you cleared?
At that point, I was just hoping that I could push him hard enough to get myself back clear. I knew that if that second line ended up kind of boxing me and Jim in, it was going to be game over for me and Jim. So at that point, I kind of just floored it and started pushing the living daylights out of him. And he blinked a little bit. And once he blinked, it kind of like jerked us around a little bit. So I shot off to the right hand side, and that way we didn't kill each other and stuff. And that's how I ended up getting just that little bit of that run back around him to get where I was and catch up to Adam at there. But yeah, I mean, it was do or die. I seen him pull down, and I was like, I told him, I'm like, here it comes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. I think everybody out there was beating and banging all night. It was wild.
And speaking of that, I asked Adam the same thing, and I'm going to ask you. Going into a 100-lap race with no quick repair to race for a championship, how nerve-wracking is that?
Well, you want to know how nerve-wracking it is before I even start the race, before I cross the start and finish line, I end up with 4 minutes of damage.
Yeah.
I lose it back, end up with 4 minutes damage, and end up with losing, oh my God.
You didn't lose a lap, I don't think.
I lost a lot. We lost the pack and stuff, and all that. But just right off the bat, just 4x, and no incidents. Point gone. So.
And then you had another incident later too, when Mark got spun, and I think it was coming out of 4, and you went up high, and then you and both Nick Wing kind of might make a little bit of contact around pit road area or something, and it was certainly an eventful night for you too. You definitely had to overcome some obstacles. It wasn't a walk in the park, as they say.
I never got it fixed. I had a minute 40 left last time I pit. So it had 4 minutes when I started, and
so the winner in the championship of this race had a minute and 40 seconds of damage.
Yep,
that's crazy, man.
I actually don't even know what else I had with that whole Mark incident, because I didn't pit after that Mark incident.
Jim was quite involved in that last wreck too, and he was helicoptered a little bit and got T-boned. He stayed out and was still pretty fast too, which was surprising. He was.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I didn't think my earlier wreck when I was pushing Wes's nuts wasn't 4 minutes of damage. Like I was up to speed still. I barely scrubbed off any speed when it happened, and it shocked me.
Was it Doug?
I think it was.
Yeah, it was Doug.
We were behind, and I was trying to push him to catch up, and
yeah, you had to be aggressive. That's what I said all night. To say a lot of these wrecks are just because you have to be so aggressive. You know, that's how Mark got wrecked, and that's how some of these other cautions were. You know, it's just like one of them cautions. The fourth car in line was pushed, man. It's just it's a push fest, man. The line with the most energy is going to prevail. So you have to be aggressive.
Yeah, it was definitely aggressive, and like the last half, it turned out to be like a team on team thing there, like four of us. It was just like a battle between all of us.
Yeah, it's still hectic, man.
Banging and going crazy, and
it's hectic racing your teammates for championships and beating and banging and stuff, man. And everybody did a good job tonight for sure.
Yes, they did.
It was, yeah. I was lucky to come out where I did, and but I'll take it. It's right place, right time, right moves, and
yeah, well deserved. And you kept I said earlier, to win this championship, you're gonna have to win this race. So you didn't make me a liar tonight either. I appreciate you taking that
win too. Well, I literally after that whole incident happened, and I got behind Adam, and I started pushing Adam. I looked in my relative, and I seen where Szanto was. I know Szanto led more laps. I know he led a lap. So
I was surprised he led like 24 some tonight. Yeah. I was surprised. That was a lot.
I knew if he had any more points, him finishing behind me, he was going to win the championship. So I had no choice. Like I wanted to just push Adam at the end, but I think I had absolutely no choice. I think if I don't get the 3-point bonus for winning the race, Szanto wins the championship.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You know, Adam's not going to block anyways. Especially he blocks, something happens. Now he's a part of the story. Yeah. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be blocking either in that situation, man.
He was surprised. I got him pushed out so far after that whole deal.
Yeah, you guys got rewarded by working hard and getting locked up like that, man. You both did a phenomenal job there.
But shout out to everybody like Josh, Vince, James, Andrew, Adam, Steve, all those guys working that were up there battling so hard, door banging for 50-60 laps there at the end, just go crazy. That I don't know how any of us survived it, honestly.
You knew when the switch got flipped, man. It was go time, man. It was it was definitely go time.
Well, I was hoping Bubba was going to stick around because I know he had some prizes and stuff that he was able to get from CHEVYLAND for the winner for the mini series champion. But he obviously decided to go ahead and call it a night. But anyway, I mean, Anthony, awesome job, buddy. Congratulations on the win and also on the championship win here for the Fall Brawl 2. Man, what a great little mini series. And again, thank you for bringing, of course, MaxSpeed TV, being a part of Saturday night as usual. It's been a pleasure and an honor to call you guys' races. And like I said, I'm stepping away, but if Joshua needs me to fill in, I'm going to be here, not just for him and MaxSpeed, but for you guys as well. But Mike is yours now, Anthony. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to give before you go celebrate, buddy?
Oh, well, big shout-out back to you guys for everything you guys do, broadcast it for as long as you have. You guys were broadcasting before I took over from Rick and stuff, and it's kind of wild. Rick was in the booth with you tonight. He was the previous runner of OP Saturdays and stuff. He's who I essentially inherited it to, and so it's kind of fitting that he's in the booth tonight when it'll be my last night actually adminning Saturday nights. Because it'll be full-time Bubba now doing it come next season. So it's kind of bittersweet. It's nice to go out on top. It's nice to get me a second one. This will be my second Saturday championship, and it's nice to just get one of these little Fall Brawl, these cool ones and stuff. Just a little. It's like Rick will tell you, it's kind of like a little notch on the belt to be able to survive such a chaotic season.
Any chip in OP is hard to get through and tough to win, man. And there's a lot to be proud of whenever you're a champion, especially in these little mini-series with no quick repairs and everybody. I mean, we see it tonight, man. It was definitely a Fall Brawl type race.
Yeah, it was wild, and I hope Bubba brings it back for next year. I hope he keeps it rolling, but we'll see what he does. You know, I have good faith
Bubba
in.
will do a good job for sure.
I have 100% faith in Bubba. Bubba's a very great person in the racing and out of the racing community, and I have 100% faith that he'll probably do a better job doing the stuff on Saturdays than I ever did. So.
Yeah, right.
You did a terrific job.
You did.
Every season you took over.
I tried, and I tried to do my best, and remember, I'm not leaving. Like, I'm still gonna be around on Saturday helping Bubba and stuff, but I want everybody to start coming out too and start doing some of the Thursday stuff with the 87s that I'm gonna have going on now. That's gonna be kind of like my new baby. I'm gonna try to see if I can't build us a cool 87 OP league.
That's gonna be fun.
My next little project is like moving on, you know. Saturdays does so good, and it's been so great for so many seasons, even before I was running it, you know, when Rick ran it and Mark ran it and all those guys. It's always been phenomenal and my favorite night. So it's
so reliable, man. It's been around. We're going into season 18 next season. Now, how many leagues on iRacing can say they've been around for 18 seasons? You know, not that many, man. There's a lot to be proud of to be a part of OP over here, man. A lot of good things going on.
Well, I'm going to say this. OP is always going to have a special place in my heart. That's where I got my first ever iRacing win. My only iRacing win was with OP on Wednesday night. So, you know, OP is always going to have a special place in my heart, you know, to come back to. And, again, I've got to thank all of you guys, all you admins, you, Anthony, and Rick, and all of the guys for being so welcoming and helping me out when I had questions or concerns. And like I said, this is not goodbye for me. This is, you know, I'll see you guys later.
Just show up when you can. That's what Saturdays are all about. We already have a good group that shows up when they can now. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be full-time as long as you're part-time, man.
Yeah. We'll see you around. So we got a couple times that we know that you're going to be stepping in for Josh. So we'll definitely see you around.
There'll be a Saturday where there's bad enough weather and you're cooped up in the house and be like, you know, I'm gonna go race with the boys on Saturday.
We'll see. But Anthony, awesome job, buddy. Congratulations again.
Congratulations, man. Great job, man. Good job, Chip.
Yep.
Thank you. Now I get to go into the whole season end speech. So. First off, I do want to thank you, Rick, for joining us in the booth. I want to, you know, wish you the best in your recovery after your rotator cuff surgery.
Sure. Thank you.
It's been different not having you on the track with us the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me come up here too. It was fun, but like I said tonight, you know, I'd rather be back out there. Even though these cars, I would have been beating and banging a little bit. I was like, man, it looked like fun for sure.
It was. I really don't care for these cars too much, but it was.
I can't believe it got voted in.
I can't either. I couldn't either. I looked at it this morning and I
couldn't believe it.
I about wanted to just delete everything.
That's the first thing I said when I got it. I was like, I can't believe this car got voted in. Just because there's so much that's out of your control. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, but it is what it is. You know, at that point,
that's what the Fall Brawl is all about. The randomness of it. You know, the unfamiliarity of stuff. It's cool. That's what's cool to be a part of.
Just had to roll with the punches and ended up getting lucky tonight. But yeah,
you earned it.
Big shout out to all the admins and shit too. Shit, pardon me.
Gee,
I'm just terrible tonight. Yeah, find me.
We'll find him.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm really sorry. But yeah, just a big shout out to everybody that's been, you know, an admin group and still does admin stuff on Saturday, like Rick, Mark, Jimmy, Alex, Workman, Fritz, if he ever shows up, and all them guys, you know, and then also with Bubba taking over. Everybody that's been watching, Dwayne Corbett's mom, he sent me a message today and said he wasn't going to be able to make it and that his mom was going to be rooting for me to win and win it all anyways. So I told him I'd give her a shout out. So shout out to Dwayne Corbett's mom. And then big shout out to my parents, my mom and dad, and my beautiful girlfriend who puts up with me doing this all the time and all the stress that comes with it and stuff. You know, I truly appreciate her, you know, not killing me. And everybody else has done what they've done to make this league possible. All the drivers, all the sponsors, CHEVYLAND for coming on and doing what they're doing. all the other drivers that help sponsor race nights, like Steve, Alex, Rick, oh God, Peter, Workman. There's a whole handful of them. I think Schroeder too. But it'd be a big shout out to all the guys that made this happen and made the broadcast and everything happen.
A lot of good people behind the scenes that help put these races on. So it's
Yeah,
a group effort. That's what makes these leagues and these races so special.
Yeah, Jimmy for what he does behind the scenes for the whole league. Peter for what he does for all his billboard stuff and all his prettyization stuff that I like to call it. He likes to make stuff pretty, and we like that. We like stuff pretty. So, big shout out to him for keeping things pretty. And yeah, I mean, did I get everybody? Did I miss somebody? I feel like I'm missing somebody. There's always so many people you got to thank.
How about Alex? Did you thank Alex?
Thank you, Alex, for starting this amazing league. OP in general. There's so many people that come here. We love to race every weekend, and all three of the seasons that you've originally started are just great. I mean, there are other 2 seasons, one day and Wednesday.
They never would have expected to build something like this,
season.
would they?
No, and just look at it now. 16 seasons in for Monday and Wednesday, 18 for Saturday, and it's a bummer that the other throwback series didn't work, but we're going to try to see if we can't make something else work on Thursdays now. So
that's a lot of seasons, man.
It is. It is. Well, Anthony, awesome job. Thank you, sir. Go celebrate. We're going to catch up with you here soon.
All right, thank you.
Well, Rick, man,
champ,
I appreciate you coming up here. It was a great night. We had a lot of fun. We started out with 24 cars. I think we finished with 14. So, I mean, still not a bad night. It was a good night. Hard racing.
Yeah, what a cool race to be a part of. What a cool night to be a part of, man. If you can't be out there, why not join the booth, watch it on the channels? That's what Max Speed does, man. You guys have been such a great partner to OP for so long, man. We're so thrilled that you guys, even though you won't be coming back next season on a full-time capacity, it's still going to be handed off into good hands, man. Well, we know we'll still see you around, but we really, really appreciate everything you've done for our community and for our league.
Well, that means a lot. And again, it's like I said, when Joshua went down with his heart attack and stuff and surgery, man, I just as a friend and as somebody who enjoyed doing this, man, I just couldn't sit back and watch it not happen. I wanted Josh to have something to come back to, and it's like
that's why. And that's why I touched on it there. It takes so many people behind the scenes that don't ever get put out there to make these races go around, to bring them to the fans, to get them posted, to get people to show up. We've got a lot of drivers here that Saturday nights is their only night that they can come out and race. So we want to make it as popular and as fair and as good as we can for them.
Yeah, I definitely want to bring a good product out to our fans. I know our fans enjoy watching. We're going to get to those. The fans here in just a minute, Rick, but let's go ahead and run through our, it says unofficial results, but we can pretty much call these official now. Anthony English, your winner. Adam Kilday in second. Andrew Szanto finishing in third. James Maier in fourth. Pretty much going to be the way that the championship finished. Anthony, Andrew, James, and then Josh. But Andrew did get the bonus point for leading the most laps. 24 laps led, which is amazing considering the field and the talent that was out there. Jerry Bergeron in a fifth. Stephen Luttrell finishing with the top 10 in sixth. Josh Ball seventh. Richard Kuhn in eighth. Douglas Johnson finishing ninth. Rick Sanchez in 10th. Vicente Guerrero finishing 11th. Mark Mann 12th. Nick Wing in 13th. Zach Workman 14th. Bubba Winningham in 15th. Harold Rothery in 16th. Christopher Jordan 17th. Robert Thorns in 18th. Joseph Fogg in 19th. Andrew Schroeder finishing in 20th. Mike Edgerton 21st. Wayne Anderson in 22nd. Sean Dion 23rd. And Rob Connors rounding out our 24-car field in 24th. Well, Rick, buddy, again, thank you so much for coming up here. Always a pleasure, brother, to visit with you, and enjoyed you being up here. Brought that little higher level of driver insight into the broadcast. man, of course, we got to thank our fans out there. William Luttrell, buddy, I appreciate it. He said it was good. Stephen, good luck to you. It's definitely been fun. We like your style. We'll listen to you call a race anytime. And don't be a stranger. Well, I won't be. There's no telling. I may pop up in the booth or just for a minute or be in chat when Joshua and Jeremy. Of course, JM Squared, Rick coming back. I'm glad to see them guys coming back as well.
Yeah, all the fans out there.
Yep, Dwayne Corbett out there in chat. Of course, Jeremy was out there. Visit. Of course, he popped in the booth for just a second. Trying to go through Belva Felts. Belva out there, always out there. Every time MaxSpeed TV broadcasts, whether or not that Rick is running or not, she usually pops in and says hi. And I know Maier was out there watching at some point. Probably
Maier been like our longest running fan.
I know.
She's been around for so many years, man. We're always happy to see her.
Oh,
show
definitely.
Up to these races.
Definitely. But Brendan Kennedy out there, one of our moderators out there on YouTube. But deep down, guys, I love you guys. Rick, like I said, you guys are going to always have a special place in my heart, not with just the OP community, but we've become friends over the last year or so, 2 years that I've been on iRacing, and I don't take my friendships lightly. And man, it's like I said, it's I just got to step away for a little bit, and it's not goodbye. It's just I'll see you guys later.
Absolutely, man. Step away, take your time, part-time, anytime, man. We're always around on Saturdays, man. You can show up anytime you want, man. We'd love to have you.
I appreciate that. It does mean a lot. But that's going to do it for us to here tonight, for me and Rick here on MaxSpeed TV. Again, thank you to all of our fans out there. It means the world to me and to our drivers that you tune in each and every week and cheering them on and maybe saying a few bad things about them, but hey, it's racing, guys. We expect that. But don't forget, though, Joshua will be back on Tuesday for the SERL Reloaded series right here on MaxSpeed TV. I believe at 7:45 Central, 8:45 Eastern. So be sure you tune in to Josh for that. And again, big welcome to Eric W., who's going to be our new broadcaster here on MaxSpeed TV. So welcome him like you have welcomed me, please. I think he's going to do great things. And a big hats tip to Eric for our intro music, our splash screen intro music. But Rick, again, buddy, thank you. Anything you want to say before we leave?
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for allowing me to join you up here in the booth, man. This has been a treat. I love this. This is a lot. If I can't be out there, this is how I want to enjoy the race, man. This has been a good time.
Well, glad you came up here, buddy. But
thank you.
Until next time, folks. Again, this is not goodbye. This is see you later. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe and have a good night.
MaxSpeed TV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action, racing under the sun. MaxSpeed TV, where the fun's never done. More legends, more than that comes alive. MaxSpeed TV, where the racers thrive. Tires burn, the crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Oh, MaxSpeed TV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action, racing under the sun. MaxSpeed TV, where the fun's never done. Drivers chase the checkered dream. Adrenaline flows like a rushing stream. The track's a stage, the crowd's a song. Every lap keeps pulling you along. Oh, MaxSpeed TV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action, racing under the sun. MaxSpeed TV, where the fun's never done. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights of fierce delight. Shots alive like a racing heart. Here's the place where legends start. MaxSpeed TV, full throttle run. Broadcasting great chat, second to none. League action, racing under the sun. MaxSpeed TV, where the fun's never done. MaxSpeed TV, full throttle.